Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Welcome to Bossy Field and opening night 2025. Now, let's meet both the Gateway Grizzlies
And welcome
and the
back to
Evansville
Bossy Field.
Otters.
Zane Klopfeld introducing both of the rosters here on opening day. We'll hand it off to Zane so you can hear these opening day ceremonies here at historic Bossy Field.
Pitching coach, Nick Kennedy. And athletic trainer, Margaret Rawl. Non-starters for Gateway Grizzlies, 8, Matt Hickey. 10, Claudio Galva. 11, Gage Vales. 14, Lucas Steinberg. 16, Albury de los Santos. 18, Sam Coonrod. 21, Donovan Burke. 23, Alec Whaley. 27, Keegan Collette. 30, Leonie De La Cruz. 31, Sam Ruckshaw. 36, Francis O'Hara. 25, Tanner Garrison. 3, Edwin Mateo. And 7, Zach Treese. Now, the starters for the Gateway Grizzlies. Leading off, the left fielder, 32, Mark Schellenberger. Batting second, the designated hitter, 22, Alan Alverson. Batting third, the second baseman, 20, Paxton Wallace. Batting fourth, third baseman, 12, DJ Stewart. Batting fifth, and right field, 6, Victor Castillo. Batting sixth, at shortstop, 15, Dale Thomas. Batting seventh, at first base, 24, Ross Friedrich. Batting eighth, the center fielder, 5, Cole Brandon. Batting ninth, and catching, 9, Jose Alvarez. Pitching, opening night for the Gateway Grizzlies, right-handed pitcher, 28, Team Contract. Ladies and gentlemen, the Gateway Grizzlies. Now let's meet the 2025 Evansville Otters. Led by manager Andy McCauley. Pitching coach Max Peterson. Hitting coach DJ Sarowitz. First base coach Billy Easley. Bench coach Boots Day. Assistant coach Bill Britton. Assistant coach J.R. Seymour. Team doctor Dr. Mark Martin. Medical coordinator Rue Martin, MS. Assistant clubhouse manager Owen Bullock. and team chaplain Tyrone Edwards. Non-starters for the Evansville Otters. 9, Chip Korbacher. 13, Parker Brahms. 18, John Beamer. 19, Yohan Gonzalez. 21, Ryan Wiltsey. 26, Alex Valdez. 29, Nate Wolkemuth. 33, CJ Becker. 36, Ethan Bradford. 46, Greg Hughes. 50, Adrian Montilba. 23, Cohen Wilbanks. 35, Duncan Hewitt. 10, Ray Gill. 12, Keenan Taylor. 2, Mason White. 3, Ty Grittenberger. 7, Zach Volker. 27, Casey Delgado. Now, the starters on opening night for the Evansville Otters. Leading off, the second baseman, number 1, Ale Como. Batting second, the center fielder, number 24, Graham Brown. Batting third, the first baseman, number 34, David Mayton. Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 20, L.J. Jones. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 11, David Parks. Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 31, J.T. Benson. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 17, J.J. Cruz. Batting eighth and catching, number 5, Justin Felix. Batting ninth, the shortstop, number 6, George Khalil. Pitching for the Evansville Otters, opening night, left-handed pitcher, number 8, Braden Scott. There they are, ladies and gentlemen, your 2025 Evansville Otters.
Zane Klopfelter with the ceremonies here at historic Bossy Field. I am so excited to get this season going. I'm an Angel here with you with this 2025 Otters squad. And while the anthem is playing, we will go to break, and when we come back, starting lineups and the pitching matchup.
Tonight's game ball is presented to you.
Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and more can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800. Originally opening in 2004, Jacobs Village has been a home for adults with disabilities, giving these great residents a wonderful opportunity to live life just like you and me. Jacobs Village mission is to continue building a safe, walkable neighborhood community where people with disabilities and older adults can find meaningful relationships, affordable and accessible housing, and activities to keep their bodies and minds engaged. We can't wait to have Jacobs Village at the ballpark on July 3rd for our annual Red, White, and Blue Night. More information on this great community partner is available at jacobsvillage.org. For the last 5 years, the Evansville African American Museum and the Evansville Otters have partnered together to offer tickets at no cost for the whole family for the Juneteenth Negro Leagues Baseball Tribute. All are invited to celebrate Juneteenth with us on June 19th for the annual Salute to the Negro Leagues game. Pre-game activities start at 4:30 with first pitch scheduled for 5:05. For information on these tickets, fans can stop by the Evansville African American Museum at 579 Sandra Matthews Way in Evansville or any local Evansville-Vanderburgh Public Library.
National anthem concluded. It's about time for baseball, but first we gotta go through the starting lineups for either side, starting with the visiting Gateway Grizzlies. Now for number 32, Mark Schallenberger. He's playing left field and leading off. Number 22, Callan Halverson is the DH, batting second. Paxton Wallace, the second baseman, number 20, is batting third. In the cleanup spot, DJ Stewart. He's the third baseman for Gateway. He is number 12. Number 6, Victor Castillo is in right field, batting fifth, batting sixth, and playing in the sixth slot, which is shortstop position. Number 15, Dale Thomas, batting seventh. Ross Friedrich, he is the first baseman, sporting number 24 this season. And then the battery mate for T. Conrad, Jose Alvarado, he's rounding it out, wearing number 9, batting in the ninth spot. Speaking of T. Conrad, he is the right-handed pitcher for this Gateway Grizzlies squad. He will be starting tonight for Gateway. Now, your Evansville Otters starting 9 to begin this 2025 campaign is as follows. Batting in the leadoff spot, number 1, playing second base, is Olay Camo. Number 24, Graham Brown, is batting second. He is playing center field. Playing first base, batting third, David Mindham. He's wearing number 34. L.J. Jones, the right fielder, wearing number 20, batting cleanup. He is a former minor leaguer for the St. Louis Cardinals. David Parks, a returner from last year, and a key one at that, playing third base tonight. He is sporting number 11, batting fifth. J.T. Benson, newly acquired J.T. Benson, batting sixth, playing left field. He is wearing number 31. J.J. Cruz, batting seventh. He is the DH tonight, wearing number 17. Justin Felix is the catcher, the battery mate for Braden Scott. He is batting eighth, and then George Khalil, that star over there at shortstop with the glove, running out, batting ninth. Remember, you're listening to the Papa John's pregame show. Papa John's is the official sponsor of the Otters pregame and postgame shows, available every game night, 20 minutes before and 10 minutes after each Otters game on the Otters Digital Network and Home Team Network. Speaking of the Home Team Network, they're the exclusive home of every Frontier League game this year. Check out the Home Team Network or sign up today and get a front row seat to every Otters game this season. We already went through the battery, but I do want to let you know that this pitcher-catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or call at area code 812-475-9000. Managers meeting taking place at home plate. While that happens, we'll go over the umpires for tonight. Kevin Furman, the home plate umpire, calling the balls and strikes. At first base, Jordan Alonzo, and at third base, Blake McKnight. Should be a fun opener here at Bosse Field, just about ready to get underway. When we come back, we'll have the first pitch for you in just a moment.
Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND-CASA.com. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org.
Welcome back to historic Bossy Field, the 30th season of Otters baseball just about ready. The Evansville Otters taking the field finally here in 2025 after 8 long months plus 1 day. It is opening night in the Frontier League. Speaking of opening night in the Frontier League, a couple of teams were able to play yesterday through some of the weather that we faced here in Evansville. The Schaumburg Boomers beat the Windy City Thunderbolts 10-3 last night. Mississippi got their first win in Frontier League history, 13-2 over Florence, and then the Sussex County Miners edged one out against the Eagles, 2-1. Braden Scott, your starting pitcher on the mound for the Evansville Otters. We take a look at what he did last season. He had a .417 ERA, 5-10 the record in 20 starts, in 121 innings pitched. Even he struck out 128 batters. This is his second straight opening day start for the Otters, the second straight day in which he's had to pitch a day after he was scheduled. The defense behind him is as followed. In left field, J.T. Benson. In center, Graham Brown. In right is L.J. Jones. On third base, Paven Parks. Shortstop, George Khalil. Second, Alay Camo. And at first, David Mindum. His battery mate, Justin Felix, is behind the dish. Again, remember that this pitcher-catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or call at 812-475-9000. Here is left-hander Mark Schallenberger. Oh, is he familiar with the state of Indiana and specifically the city of Evansville. Spent his entire college career at the University of Evansville. The left-hander stands in against the lefty and Scott. Lines, and the first pitch of the 2025 season is low, ball one, 1 ball, no strikes. Schallenberger last season with Evansville, a .514 on base, up over 1,200 the OPS, the 0-1. Cole inside, ball one, 1 ball, 1 strike. Excuse me, 2 balls, no strikes. Schallenberger loves to work the count, the 2-0. Inside, almost got him, 3 balls, no strikes. Schallenberger left-handed bat, wide open stance. A confident one at that, had a phenomenal spring with Gateway to get himself in this leadoff spot for a professional team in his first ever professional season, the 3-0. Taking all the way, called ball 4, and that is going to be Mark Schallenberger walk. What else is new for these Evansville fans and seeing Mark Schallenberger on first base?
22, Callan Halverson.
Here comes Callan Halverson. Braden Scott will sit around 90, just under 90 really, with that fastball, everything else working off of that. Really got to change speeds to get a lot of outs. Halverson, the DH, here for Gateway, right-handed bat. Scott looks over towards Schallenberger, who doesn't have a huge lead in the first pitch. Just inside, 1 ball, no strikes. That's 5 straight that have missed the strike zone for Scott to begin this one. Not the best one. Sets up on the third base side of the rubber. 1 ball, no strikes. Here it is. That one finally caught the edge, inner half. 1 ball, 1 strike. Otters in their home whites. Blue lettering across the front, spelling Otters. Blue back of the hat, white face, blue Otters logo, blue bill. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here it is. Swung on, chopped foul, third base side, 1-2. Schallenberger doesn't look too interested in stealing over at first base. Not something he did very often in college. Don't expect him to do it very much here in the pros. He can run if he gets a nice read, but don't really see him take off too much. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Halverson. Here it is. Taken, called strike 3. First strikeout for the Otters in 2025 comes from the hand of Braden Scott, the victim, Callan Halverson. Paxton Wallace. Now here, this will be his first year with Gateway, second in the Frontier League. He played at Schaumburg last season. First pitch to him is taken for a strike right down central 0-1. With Schaumburg in 40 games played, a .233 average, smashed 2 homers, 17 ribbies. Finished the year in the Atlantic League with the York Revolution. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Here it is, top half of 1. Swung on, little jam shot the opposite way, but well foul. 0-2. Scott also spent the end of last season in the Atlantic League with the York Revolution, so these two know each other very well. See how this matchup ends up. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner on first is Schallenberger. Top 1, no score between Gateway and Evansville. Scott, the 0-2 offering, never mind. It's made over to first. Wallace did spend time in the Angels system back in 21 with their single-A squad. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here it is from Scott. Looking over at Schallenberger, now makes it. Swung on, fought off opposite way, and that's going to be our first overhead foul ball of the season. This overhead foul ball is brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best and never regret it. Boy, are we going to hear a lot of those this 2025. 0-2 still at count. Nice battle here from Wallace. The 0-2. Swung on, jam shot, still foul up and over the head of many of the Otters down that first base side. Dimensions here at Bossy Field, 315 down the line, 375 in both gaps, 400 dead center field. Nothing crazy dimension-wise, just the typical baseball outfield as the 0-2 offering. Taken just low. Breaker couldn't quite find the bottom of the zone, 1-2. A lot of foul territory here in Bossy Field, much more than you see in most modern baseball stadiums, but then again, this place is over a century old. Really beautiful day outside as well. 71 degrees at game time. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on, fought off. What an at-bat by Paxton Wallace. That one reached 90 miles an hour. This will be the 6th at-bat. 6th pitch of this at-bat, I should say. Lefty v righty, the 1-2 from Scott to Wallace. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Got him at the high fastball at 91 miles an hour. Just a tad late was Wallace. Second strikeout in a row. Brings up DJ Stewart.
That's third base, 12, DJ Stewart.
Stewart, right-handed bat. Even stance. Bat high above his head. Back elbow sticking out. First pitch. Swung on, foul tipped right back at the plate, 0-1. DJ Stewart, from St. Louis, Missouri, spent 23 and 24 both with Gateway. Last year, 310 the average, 13 homers, 66 RBIs. No balls, 1 strike. Schallenberger still first base, 2 gone, top 1. Scott looks into Felix. And the 0-1 offering. Swung on and missed high cheddar. Helmet just about fell off from Stewart. He swung real hard at that one. He spent multiple years with the Phillies minor league squad, splitting time between low A and high A from 21 to 22. The 0-2 pitch to him. Cold, a ball in the inner half. Scott thought he had him. In 23, he also had 13 homers. Stewart did. Very consistent bat in the middle of this Gateway order the past 2 seasons. Scott looks in, sets. Takes a peer at Schallenberger. The 1-2. Kicks. Fires. Down and in. Count all evened up, 2 apiece. A beautiful night for opening night here at Bosse Field. Not a cloud in the sky, 71 degrees at game time, a slight wind out to right. Scott sets. Scott delivers the 2-2. Just inside again. Scott once more bouncing up right in front of the mound on his tippy toes, thinking that was strike 3 for the second time this at bat. Count though is full. We'll have our first payoff. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Schallenberger still working over at first base. Infield and outfield straight up. The 3-2 pitch from Scott to Stewart. Swung on, foul, tipped the opposite way off the end into the screen. Count stays.
Brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best. Never regret it.
Schallenberger is off with the pitch, given full count, 2 outs. As this is 2 straight batters that Stewart has had really good at-bats against. This will be the 20th pitch of the inning for Scott. The 3-2. Inside, ball 4. So the infielders have yet to have any work. Fielders in general have yet to have any work for the Otters. 2 walks, 2 strikeouts here in this first inning for Braden Scott.
6, Victor Castillo.
Brings up left-hander Victor Castillo against the lefty and Scott. So second base Schallenberger, first base Stewart. See what Castillo has for Scott here. Scott looks into Felix. Nods and agrees. Sets. Fires. Taken down and away. 1 ball, no strikes. So Scott has worked himself into some trouble so far here in this first inning and gives the inning to Victor Castillo. Spent last year with Gateway as well. As Scott with the 1-0 offering is taken just outside. 2-0. Last year in 47 games played for Gateway, 318 the average, 402 the on base, OPS up at 834. Only had 3 homers, 29 RBIs, but did steal 18 bases, did Castillo. So decent bat to begin this lower third. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 runners on, 2 outs the pitch. Cold strike, top shelf curve, got a call, 76 miles per hour. Castillo slightly open stance, couple of practice hats. Looks in and awaits. Scott set and does. Now he sets himself. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. 2 runners on. Scott looking back at Schallenberger with the pitch. Swung on, little nubber to first, catching. Grab by Mindham, and Scott works out of a troublesome first inning without allowing anything. Go to the bottom half of 1. Evansville looking to bat and get a run for the first time here in 2025.
Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND-CASA.com. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and More can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800. Originally opening in 2004, Jacobs Village has been a home for adults with disabilities, giving these great residents a wonderful opportunity to live life just like you and me. Jacobs Village mission is to...
Welcome back here at the historic Bosse Field. Teague Conrad is the pitcher for this Gateway Grizzlies squad. Right-handed pitcher, standing 5 feet 11 inches tall. We look at his stats. Last year spent the season with the Padres Arizona Complex League squad, along with splitting time with their Fort Wayne High A team, the Fort Wayne Tin Caps, and the Lake Eleanor Storm, which is the Padres' single A affiliate. Overall, in 2024,
The second baseman, number 1, Alain Camo.
Elaine Camo has a 284 average, 740 OPS. Faces Team Conrad, the first pitch. Camo takes high and away, ball one. Conrad, 3.29 the ERA for Gateway last season on 101 innings pitched, the 1-0 pitch. Swung on, chopped right back up the middle. Ranging towards the backhanded scoop by Slater, first off line and going long into foul territory, but Camo wisely does not try and take second base. It's going to be an infield single for him. So just like that, leadoff runner of the game is on for the Otters. In those 101 innings that Conrad threw, struck out 90.
Second, the center fielder.
Really did not give up any home runs. Only gave up 6 home runs in all of his 18 starts last year. So one of the tougher guys to take deep in this league. As it brings up Graham Brown, center fielder. Brown right-handed bat. Camo can run over at first, the pitch. Breaker on the inner half for a strike. No balls, 1 strike to Brown. Conrad sets. Pickoff throw, not nearly in time. In fact, it gets past the reaching glove of Friedrich over at first, but not far enough. Brown playing center field, wearing number 24 for the Otters. Big right-handed batter. Spent most of his time in college at Coastal Carolina as the 0-1. Taken on the upper half for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. At Coastal, his senior season batted .353, an OPS of 1,057, slugged 12 homers, 62 RBI. The year before that had 17, the pitch. Swung on, fouled back over the head.
Ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it.
Well, 17 homers came in 2023 with Coastal Carolina. With that, 71 RBI. The average did dip a little bit, though. No balls, 2 strikes. Camo on first. The pitch. Swung on. Fly ball. Deep. Right field, Castillo back towards it, foul. Towards the Tints. Conrad working ahead here to Brown. Nice at bat so far. Conrad shakes once, agrees the second time, and sets. Out of the stretch he works. The pitch. Up and in, almost got him on the hands. Conrad with that half sidearm arm slot. Not fully there, but not over the top either. The pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Graham goes down, swinging on the breaker outside. First strikeout of the year for Teague Conrad as it brings up David Mindum. Mindum, the first baseman.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 34, David Mindum.
Last year with Evansville, 309 the average, hit 5 homers, drove in 49. OPS up at 856, who was one of the most productive hitters in this Evansville order in that disappointing 2024. Left-handed bat, awaits the first pitch. Taken outside, 1-0. Gateway wearing their navy blue unis, gray pants. The lettering just outlined in white, with the actual letters themselves being the same color as the jersey. 1-0 pitch from Conrad to Mindum. Taken outside. Camo does not seem interested at all in trying to snag second base over at first. Mindum has spent his college days at Oklahoma State and South Carolina. 2 balls, no strike to the Canadian. Swung on and missed. Oh, boy, did he take a hack at that one. 91 fastball right down the gullet. And I tell you what, if he makes contact with that one. Count 2-1 though. Conrad sets infield, setting him to pull. A lot of space down the third baseline. The pitch. In there. Third baseman Stewart playing at the traditional shortstop position. Shortstop Thomas. Not quite right behind the second base bag, but just about 10 feet to the left of it. Count evened up at 2 apiece. 1 out, 1 run first. Conrad to Mendham. Here it is. Swung on, foul tip right back into the screen. Count stays. Bossy Field, though, one signature thing I say about their outfield, dead center field with ivy growing on top of the green covered chain link fence. Everywhere else just sponsors all around the outfield area. Conrad sets the pitch. Breaker outer, half cold, strike 3. Down goes David Mendham. And after the leadoff infield single, it's been 2 straight Ks to calm the inning down for Conrad. Brings up L.J. Jones.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 20, L.J. Jones.
L.J. Jones is going to be a monster this year, if I were to predict, for Evansville. Right-handed bat, the first pitch, taking all the way for a strike down the middle. It's been 3 seasons. The St. Louis Cardinals organization got all the way up to Double-A Springfield. Spent last year at the San Diego Padres Arizona Complex League squad. The 0-1 pitch. Down and away, ball 1. Last season, in 27 games with that Padres affiliate, batted .418 with an 1184 OPS. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner on first, 2 outs. Bottom 1, no score. The pitch. Swung on, fly ball. Right field should be playable, and it is for Castillo for out number 3. So Conrad works around an infield single to lead off the inning. We now go to the top half of 2 on the Home Team Network and Otters Digital Network. No score as of yet.
For the last 5 years, the Evansville African American Museum and the Evansville Otters have partnered together to offer tickets at no cost for the whole family for the Juneteenth Negro Leagues Baseball Tribute. All are invited to celebrate Juneteenth with us on June 19th for the annual Salute to the Negro Leagues game. Pre-game activities start at 4:30 with first pitch scheduled for 5:05. For information on these tickets, fans can stop by the Evansville African American Museum at 579 Sandra Matthews Way in Evansville or any local Evansville-Vanderburgh Public Library. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND CASA.com.
Back here at historic Bossy Field, year number 30 that the Otters are playing. It was quite a day yesterday. Thought we were going to get that one in. Bunch of rain came through and eventually got rained out, but an opening day on a beautiful night like tonight here in Evansville, Indiana. Can't quite complain. Braden Scott working his second inning, had 2 strikeouts, 2 walks in that first frame, but was able to work around it without giving up any runs after Victor Castillo softly lined out to David Mendham over at first base.
At shortstop 15, Dale Thomas.
Dale Thomas to lead it off here in this top half of the second inning. Thomas last year with Gateway, 228 his average, 340 on base. Played in just 24 games for Gateway last year, but also spent time in the SEC with Florida. In 50 games with Florida, batted 225 in that Southeastern Conference. Left-handed pitcher Scott looks into the righty, and Thomas in the first pitch. Taken just high and away, 1-0. Tell you what, the SEC is starting to become basically just the lowest level of the minor leagues. How good some of those guys are. The 1-0. Taken way high above the helmet, 2-0. Seems like every year you get now most of the first-round picks out of college Used to see a lot of high schoolers get taken as the 2-0 offering. Swung on and foul tipped right back into the backstop, 2-1. Big hack there from Thomas. But now you get guys like Christian Moore, Jack Caglione, Travis Bazzana, guys who come out of school and seem like they're major league ready in just a year of minor league ball. The 2-1 from Scott. Swung on, foul tipped right back, 2-2, count even. Dale Thomas sliding in at shortstop today for Gateway. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Here it is. Swung on, foul tipped over the head. You know what that means. That over the head foul ball is brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best and never regret it. Boy, oh boy. No score, top 2. No outs either. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Thomas. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Third strikeout for Braden Scott here on this opener. Tell you what, Scott is pitching to the 3 true outcomes right now. To 2 of those true outcomes, the walk and the strikeout. Hopefully he doesn't pitch to that 3rd true outcome, which is the homer as Ross Friedrich comes up. Lefty v lefty here, the pitch. Swung on, foul tipped right side and foul. Friedrich, interesting story. Went to school at West Point. Got an exemption to play professional baseball, pursue that. Spend time in affiliate ball before making his way here in Gateway, the 0-1. Taken at the letters, 0-2. To get into West Point, you have to be some type of smart as well. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on, high pop-up left side, way out of play. Friedrich tonight playing 3rd base. Past 2 seasons spent time at Single A Palm Beach in the St. Louis Cardinals system. The 0-2. Swung on, reached for it, but right at Camo, who will field, throw in time, out number 1. Easy play there for Alay Camo. Brings up now Cole Brennan. Cole Brennan, the center fielder, wearing number 5, bright pink batting gloves for the left-hander. Scott looks in the first pitch. Taken outside for a strike. Tell you what, Scott, after that 4-pitch walk to Schallenberger, has looked sharp out there on the mound so far. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Here it is. Taken, same spot, same result, 0-2. Brandon has spent the past 2 years in the Frontier League. In 23, split time with Florence and Gateway, and last year all 89 games that he played with Gateway. 0-2 offering. Taken just wide, 1-2. That one a curve, try to get him to chase. Brandon last year with Gateway, 342 the on-base, 211 the average. 9 homers, 29 RBIs. 1 ball, 2 strikes, here it is. Swung on and missed, strike 3. 4th strikeout for Braden Scott. He is feeling it through 2, but to the bottom half of the 2nd, no score here in Evansville.
Honored to be the nonprofit partner of Friday, May 23rd's Otters game. Catalyst Church invites the community, but also the churches from the tri-state to come and unite as one game, as one church, around one cause. Catalyst Church invites each person to bring at least one, if not more, non-perishable food item for their food pantry to continue helping the Evansville community. A great night of baseball is planned, and post-game fireworks are just part of the fun. More information can be found on Catalyst Church Evansville's Facebook page. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND-CASA.com.
Back here at Bosse Field, Evansville, Indiana, 2025 opening day. T. Conrad about to get ready for his second inning of work. Works around a leadoff infield single in the top half of the inning. To lead it off for the Evansville Otters, it will be Paven Parks. Paven Parks, last year a super utility man. Well, I'll tell you a super utility man. Wait till you hear about this. Was the closer and the shortstop for the Evansville Otters last season. When you take a look at his numbers, they're pretty respectable for being a two-way guy in the professional ranks. 283 the average for him, 9 homers, 42 RBI, an 859 OPS. Oh, and by the way, when pitching, he also was able to save 7 games in 14 and a third, and he struck out 18, so an 11.3 strikeout per 9 for a guy who also was playing an everyday shortstop position. Paven Parks playing third base now, left-hander. Parks, I'll tell you what, that's going to be a shot clock violation against Conrad. 1 ball, no strikes. Now he's set to go, and now he winds quickly. Swung on, foul, back, 1-1. Parks, during batting practice today, hit a ball about the farthest I've seen here at this place. That ball might have landed over Heidelbach. The 1-1. Swung on and missed just a bit out in front of that one, which dipped right below him, 85 miles an hour. Nasty, 21 inches of horizontal break. Change up. So count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Time called by Parks, so he'll take his time to get back into the box. Akron, Ohio native is the third baseman. The pitch to him. 1-2. Binder called strike 3. Got him looking. Parks didn't seem to quite agree. That's going to be the third strikeout of the night for T. Conrad. Second one he's got looking.
Batting 6th, the left fielder, number 31, J.T. Benson.
Here comes the brand new Evansville Otter, J.T. Benson. He was acquired today in a trade with Lake Country as the first pitch to him. Called a strike, nasty on the inner half, 0-1. Last year with Lake Country, 286 his average in 27 games played as the 0-1 offering. Swung on, bounced hard on the ground, through the right side for a single just past the reaching glove of Wallace. So J.T. Benson in his first at-bat of 2025 gets on base with a hard hit single. Brings up J.J. Cruz. He was acquired, Benson, in the Lake Country Dockhounds of the American Association for a player to be named later. So we'll see who that is eventually is. Here comes the DH, J.J. Cruz. Cruz also a left-handed bat. Pitch to him. Swung on, line drive in the gap, left center field. Racing towards the Schallenberger, and he just can't make the catch. Rips off his glove, rolls to the wall. Here comes Cruz to second base, a one-out double for J.J. Benson to third. So 2 straight hits for the Evansville Otters. Brings up a long-time backstop for Evansville, Justin Felix.
Batting 8th, then catching, number 5, Justin Felix.
This is Felix's 5th season as an Evansville Otter. Has 2 ducks on the pond. Over a third, Stewart playing with his toes touching the infield grass. Runners on second and third, 1 out. The first pitch to Felix. Swung on, fouled away, opposite side. Overhead foul ball. Brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it. Last season, 13 ribbies, 5 homers, but a 190 average for Felix. Benson at third, Cruz at second. Felix the batter with a pitch from Conrad. Swung on, did he go around? Yes, he did, 0-2. the outfield, playing him more to the opposite way than anything. Schellenberger way off the left field line. Brandon hitting a bit more to the right center gap than he usually would at center field. The 0-2 to the right-hander. Binder just a bit low, 1-2. On deck, George Khalil, and then it'll turn right back over to the top of the lineup and Alay Camo, who is in the hole. Conrad looks in, fires. Just outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one at 91. Good crowd on hand here at historic Bosse Field for the 30th season of Otters baseball, the 2-2. That one got him winning and called strike 3. Front door slider. Got Felix staring. And there's 2 outs now, 2 runners in scoring position for George Khalil.
Batting ninth, the shortstop, number 6, George Khalil.
Again, runner on second base, Cruz, third, Benson. Right-handed shortstop digs in. Conrad sets, looks in and fires. Inside corner for a strike, 0-1. George, a great shortstop. Phenomenal hands, played a lot of second base last season as Conrad sets in the 0-1 delivery. Swung on and missed, 0-2. Last year was not able to play with Evansville, even though he played for them in 2023. Had to stay home in Australia and play. Played the majority of his reps at second base. Last time he was with the Evansville Otters organization, batted .240, 26 RBI. The 0-2 pitch to Khalil. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Up and in, fastball tied him up. The Otters leave 2 stranded. Conrad strikes out 3 and works around 2 straight hits from Evansville. We go to the 3rd inning. No score here at Bosse Field.
Originally opening in 2004, Jacobs Village has been a home for adults with disabilities, giving these great residents a wonderful opportunity to live life just like you and me. Jacobs Village mission is to continue building a safe, walkable neighborhood community where people with disabilities and older adults can find meaningful relationships, affordable and accessible housing, and activities to keep their bodies and minds engaged. We can't wait to have Jacobs Village at the ballpark on July 3rd for our annual Red, White, and Blue Night. More information on this great community partner is available at jacobsvillage.org. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND-CASA.com.
Back here at historic Bosse Field, getting ready for the top half of the 3rd. No score as of yet. Braden Scott working in his 3rd inning. He'll face Jose Alvarado, the catcher. Jose Alvarez, the catcher, for the Gateway Grizzlies. So far through the first 2 innings, he has struck out 3. Done a pretty dang good job at limiting damage. Jose Alvarez standing in the right side. Pitch down and in. Alvarez is all the way up in AAA in 2022 in the Houston Astros organization. Spent a lot of time there. 1-0 offering. Taken out of half. 1 ball, 1 strike. Last year with Gateway, in his debut season with Gateway, batted .276. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. Here it is. Check swing, did not go, left it outside, 2-1. in Springfield, AA Cardinals affiliate, 256 the average in 2023, 32 runs driven in. 2 balls, 1 strike, here it is. Swung on, jam shot right to Camo. Field, throws, 1 gone. So that is now 6 straight Gateway Grizzlies that Scott has retired as Mark Schallenberger digs back in.
32, Mark Schallenberger.
Schallenberger walked his first time on 4 straight pitches. Open stance for Schallenberger. The pitch. Swung on, high fly ball, got under it, right field. LJ Jones has a beat and makes the play, battling the sun, out number 2. So 2 quick outs here for Braden Scott.
22, Callan Halverson.
Brings up Callan Halverson. Designated hitter, batting right. Struck out looking. His first time against Scott, who was working quickly the first pitch. Swung on and missed late. Down at 89 miles an hour. So now 7 straight. Grizzlies retired from Scott as he kicks and fires. That one right down the chute. 0-2. Time called. There by Halverson. Shadow starting to outstretch all across Bossy Field. The only bits of sunshine left out in center. The pitch. Swung on, foul tip just past the glove of Felix. Other than that, mostly sun blocked out here on the playing surface. No balls, 2 strikes. Scott steps back, kicks, fires. Ground ball softly to Mindham. Feels about belt high, but steps on the bag himself with no trouble for out number 3, a 3 unassisted. So 1, 2, 3, once again go the Grizzlies. That's 2 straight innings. They've been sent down in order. We go to the bottom half of 3, no score here in Evansville.
Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VANDCASA.com.
Welcome back. Historic Bossy Field. No score as of yet. Just a reminder, you're watching on the Home Team Network, and the Home Team Network is the exclusive home of every Frontier League game this year. Check out Home Team Network to sign up today and get a front row seat to every Otters game this season. You're also listening on the Otters Digital Network. Thank you for doing that. 2025 season underway. No score here through 3. Braden Scott has looked very good, and Teague Conrad for the Gateway Grizzlies has worked through some trouble. Last inning gave up 2 straight hits to Otters batters. A single from JT Benson, then a double from JJ Cruz. Also gave up an infield single in the first inning. Now here's Malay Camo.
The Edward Jones leadoff batter, second baseman, number 1, Malay Camo.
Camo with that infield single to lead off the bottom half of the first for the Otters. First pitch to him. Outside, 1-0. Camo playing second base, a new addition this year for Evansville. The pitch, swung on, foul back. Not a huge stolen base threat at all. He has not stolen a base in a game since 2023 when he stole 2 for the Padres rookie ball team. Leaves that one high, 2-1. pitch. Outside. Conrad, for the first time really tonight, is working from behind in the count. 3 balls, 1 strike to Camo. Here it is. Swung on and missed. Back foot breaker was nasty. 3-2. Tell you what, though, if Conrad is able to get through 5 or 6, this bullpen for the Gateway Grizzlies is phenomenal. It's a 3-2 pitch. Swung on, punched the opposite way, and falls behind Thomas right in front of Schallenberger for another leadoff single. Camo now 2 for 2. That one, pitch to the outside, did a great job of hitting it where it was pitched. The opposite way, just off the end of the bat. Now gives Graham Brown another chance to hit with a runner on. Brown struck out swinging his first time. He's 0 for 1. Right-handed bat. Camo decent lead over at first. Conrad not paying any mind. Never mind. He picks off. Not nearly in time, though. Camo again. Not huge base stealing threat, but then again, we don't necessarily know how he was used in the Padres system last season. First pitch to the right-hander and Brown. Taken outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Stands in bright red batting gloves for him, hands high above the helmet, waving the bat. Open stance. The 1-0 pitch. Chest high, just a bit wide, 2-0. Graham Brown from Maryland, Middletown, Maryland native, standing 6 feet even. As the 2-0 pitch is on the inner half for a strike. Brown last season in college, as time is called. Coastal Carolina, once again, 353 the average, OPS over 1,000. 2 balls, 1 strike. Conrad sets, looks in, kicks, fires. Swung on a rocket down third baseline, base hit just past the reaching glove of Stewart. Rounding second, trying for 3 is Camo. He's going to get there standing. Same thing with Brown over at second. Third gets away, but backed up by the catcher Alvarez. And that's going to be Graham Brown's first double-decker double of the season. Just like that, 2 runners in scoring position, no outs for the Otters.
First baseman, number 34, David Menta.
Here comes David Mendham. Now Conrad did work out of this very similar situation just an inning ago with 2 straight strikeouts. See what he does now against the middle of the order for Evansville. Mendham 0 for 1 with a K. Left-hander, the pitch. Swung on, fouled off, opposite way.
That overhead ball is brought to you by Hess Construction. Choose the best.
Mendham, another big power bat for the Otters. Everyone's still getting to learn this team here on opening night. Snowballs, 1 strike. Here it is. Taken outer half. 1-1. Mendham, one of the few players of this Otters faithful, doesn't have to learn. Again, played with this Evansville team last year and was a key piece in their limited success. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here it is. Swung on, hit the opposite way. Schallenberger racing after it, drifting towards foul territory, and it is just foul. So Mendham will have to do it again. Count stays 1 ball, 2 strike. Just missed that one off the end of the bat. This city really does show out for its Evansville Otters. Big sports town is Evansville, even though not a major Big 4 league team here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here it is. Swung on, line drive, up the middle, base hit. One run scores. Rounding second, heading for home is Brown. He's going to get there, sliding 2-0 Otters. Two RBI single for David Mendham. Just like that, we're going to have the first mound visit of the year for Gateway. That's 3 straight hits off of Teague Conrad. As out there to talk to him, pitching coach Nick Kennedy. Beautiful swing there by Mendham. Got an inside pitch, grounded it hard up the middle, just between the legs of Conrad. This meeting going a little long for Furman's liking. Home plate umpire going out to make sure they go back. So L.J. Jones will now hit. Still nobody out in the inning. Evansville in front, 2-0 now in the bottom of the third. Jones so far 0 for 9, flew out to right. Check swing on the first pitch. Did he go around? He did, says first base umpire Jordan Alonzo. 0-1. Time called by Jones. Restrapping the white batting gloves and stepping in. Mendham at first, 2-0 Otters. Here it is. There he goes. Never mind, a fake steal for Mendham. Was just a bit low, 1 ball, 1 strike. That one at 92 miles an hour. Wind has died down a little bit here in Evansville. The pitch swung on, foul, tipped right back towards the on-deck circle. 1-2. To begin the game, it was howling out to right field. Since has calmed down. Conrad sets, looks in, the 1-2 delivery from him. Swung on and missed, strike 3. L.J. Jones, 5th strikeout victim for Teague Conrad, first out of the inning.
Third baseman, number 11, Haven Parks.
Brings up Haven Parks, who is 0 for 1 with a strikeout himself. He struck out staring back in the second. Playing him to pull. The pitch. Swung on and missed, 0-1. Big hole down the third base line past Stewart. Stewart not necessarily playing the shortstop hole, but playing in the hole that's usually between short and third. The 0-1. Swung on, foul, tipped, 0-2. Outfield, though, playing straight up. On deck, J.T. Benson, who is 1 for 1. No balls, 2 strikes to Parks. Taken outside, not anywhere close, 1-2. Around the league today, multiple teams are playing. As Conrad sets and delivers the 1-2. Swung on it, missed, strike 3. 2 straight strikeouts for Teague Conrad, now 6 total for him. Also playing today, the Washington Wild Things, Windy City Thunderbolts, Schaumburg and Joliet as well. Ottawa on top of Down East, 1-0. Florence and Mississippi also playing the second of their 3 set. The pitch in there for a strike to J.T. Benson, who is 1 for 1. Right-hander J.T. Benson against right-hander T. Conrad. No balls, 1 strike. Swung on, lifted in the air, right center field. Ranging to it is Brannon, but he gets called off by Castillo, who makes the catch for out number 3. So, 2 runs do score on 3 straight hits for the Evansville Otters. They're up 2-0 over Gateway through 3. Going to the top half of 4 here on the Otters Digital Network.
Catalyst Church Food Pantry is honored to be the nonprofit partner of Friday, May 23rd's Otters game. Catalyst Church invites the community, but also the churches from the tri-state, to come and unite as one game, as one church, around one cause. Catalyst Church invites each person to bring at least one, if not more, non-perishable food item for their food pantry to continue helping the Evansville community. A great night of baseball is planned, and post-game fireworks are just part of the fun. More information can be found on Catalyst Church Evansville's Facebook page. For the last 5 years, the Evansville African American Museum and the Evansville Otters have partnered together to offer tickets at no cost for the whole family for the Juneteenth Negro Leagues Baseball Tribute. All are invited to celebrate Juneteenth with us on June 19th for the annual Salute to the Negro Leagues game. Pre-game activities start at 4:30 with first pitch scheduled for 5:05. For information on these tickets, fans can stop by the Evansville African American Museum at 579 Sandra Matthews Way in Evansville or any local Evansville-Vanderburgh Public Library. Catalyst Church Food Pantry is honored to be the nonprofit partner of Friday, May 23rd's Otters game. Catalyst Church invites the community, but also the churches from the tri-state, to come and unite as one game, as one church, around one cause. Catalyst Church invites each person to bring at least one, if not more, non-perishable food item for their food pantry to continue helping the Evansville community. A great night of baseball is planned, and post-game fireworks are just part of the fun. More information can be found on Catalyst Church Evansville's Facebook page. For the last 5 years, the Evansville African American Museum and the Evansville Otters have partnered together to offer tickets at no cost for the whole family for the Juneteenth Negro Leagues Baseball Tribute. All are
Now left-hander Victor Castillo lined out to David Mendham, the first baseman, his first time. Swings and misses on strike one. Way out in front on that breaker was Castillo. Real soft knuckling line drive to Mendham his first time. Looks to just put one in the outfield here. He is shifted to the pull side by Camo, the second baseman. Scott sets, lefty v lefty, fires the 0-1. Down in the dirt. 0-2. Excuse me, 1 ball, 1 strike. Two nothing Otters. Top half of 4. Runner on second for Gateway. Batting Castillo, pitching Braden Scott still. Doing a good job at it. The 1-1. Taken just high for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Scott has been so consistent thus far with that fastball, keeping it either just above the zone or at the letters. Has done a good job of not working behind the count since that first inning. The 1-2. Taken below the knees. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Gateway last season averaged 5.1 runs a contest. One of the best in the Frontier League at that. Evansville just at 4.8 to give you a comparison. 2-2 pitch upcoming to Castillo. Here it is. Just a bit outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Around the league yesterday, Florence lost. Schaumburg, Mississippi both getting wins. Windy City loss. Same with Troy Revere. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner on second base for Gateway. The pitch. Swung on, fouled back. So count stays 3-2. We'll have another payoff. Scott peers into Justin Felix. Nods, sets on the third base side. Taps his front foot. Kicks, fires. Just outside, ball 4. Third walk issued by Braden Scott here on opening night.
Shortstop.
Brings up Dale Thomas.
15, Dale Thomas.
Thomas 0 for 1, punched out his first time. The Florida Gators product standing in with a purple bat waved in the air. Baby blue batting gloves for him. Scott delivers the first pitch, and it's taken for a strike. 0-1. Scott looks in again, nods, and fires the 0-1. Swung on and missed, 0-2. Blew it by him. Scott, it seems like anytime he gets into trouble, it's just found a way to turn on that different switch. He did so in the first. Now ahead 0-2 against Thomas. Still only 1 out, though, here in the top of the 4th. Taken low, 1-2. With the sun setting on Bossy Field, Evansville up 2-0, top 4. Gateway left 2 runners on, same spots, back in the first inning. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, hit hard to Camo, bobbles, goes to second for 1, Carrera first, double play, and the Otters get out of it. So a 4-6-3 to end the inning, and once again, Gateway strands a runner in scoring position. We now go to the bottom of the 4th. Otters 2, Gateway nothing on the Otters Digital Network.
Catalyst Church Food Pantry is honored to be the nonprofit partner of Friday, May 23rd's Otters game. Catalyst Church invites the community, but also the churches from the tri-state to come and unite as one game, as one church, around one cause. Catalyst Church invites each person to bring at least one, if not more, non-perishable food item for their food pantry to continue helping the Evansville community. A great night of baseball is planned, and post-game fireworks are just part of the fun. More information can be found on Catalyst Church Evansville's Facebook page. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND CASA.com.
Bottom half of four coming up 2-0. Evansville in front after Braden Scott was able to strand two in the top half of this inning after getting a clutch 4-6-3 double play. The Otters working from in front here in this 2025 opener will be J.J. Cruz, Justin Felix, George Khalil. The first three due up for the Evansville Otters. First third, J.J. Cruz, he's 1 for 1, double in the second inning, was stranded there. J.J. Cruz standing 6'3" tall from Cerritos, California. The first pitch taken inside for a strike. Left-handed batter, DH. Obviously still early in the season as the 0-1 is swung on and missed. 0-2. This Evansville team really just looks as if they can find a way to score at a higher clip than what they did a year ago, the 0-2, taken wide, 1-2. And they will be just fine. The offense seems top to bottom to be so much more consistent than the lineup that was last year. 1-2, line drive. Right center field, racing towards it is Brennan, and he makes the play for out number 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. We need Maria Evans to go to the Otters.
Justin Felix
Maria Evans.
now batting. He struck out looking his first time. He was part of that pair that struck out and stranded two runners in scoring position back in the second inning before the Otters had the lead. Conrad, right-handed pitcher, deals the first pitch. Up and in, it hit him on the elbow guard. Conrad on the mound, head tilted to the side, looking a little confused, but Justin Felix immediately saying he was nicked on that elbow guard up and in, and he would take first base. Brings up George Khalil.
The shortstop, number 6, George Khalil.
George over 1, a strikeout. In each of the first 3 innings, T. Conrad has struck out 2 batters. The first pitch to Khalil, down for a ball, 1-0. So 6 strikeouts total for T. Conrad. The 1-0. Swung on, fly ball, right field, twisting foul. Above the grandstand, that's an over-the-head foul ball. Brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best. Never regret it. So count now, 1 ball, 1 strike. Righty v righty, and Khalil versus Conrad. Conrad sets from the stretch position, and pickoff throw. Did he get him? Oh, but it was too close for comfort. He was safe. Nice pickoff move there from Teague Conrad. One ball, 1 strike. Here it is. Swung on, line drive center field, but Brennan has some work to do to get there, and he does for out number 2. Hard hit, but right at Cole Brennan out in center field. Going 97 miles an hour off the bat. Maybe got it a bit off the end. Here comes Ale Camo. He's 2 for 2 already, and we're only in the 4th inning. As 6 hits have already been collected by the Otters. First pitch to him. Swung on, popped up foul territory. Stewart racing towards the left side. He's running out of room, but he makes the catch on the warning track. So just like that, the Otters get a runner on, but strand him at first base. We now go to the top half of 5, 2-0 Evansville out in front.
Catalyst Church Food Pantry is honored to be the nonprofit partner of Friday, May 23rd's Otters game. Catalyst Church invites the community, but also the churches from the tri-state to come and unite as one game, as one church, around one cause. Catalyst Church invites each person to bring at least one, if not more, non-perishable food item for their food pantry to continue helping the Evansville community. A great night of baseball is planned, and post-game fireworks are just part of the fun. More information can be found on Catalyst Church Evansville's Facebook page. For the last 5 years, the Evansville African American Museum and the Evansville Otters have partnered together to offer tickets at no cost for the whole family for the Juneteenth Negro Leagues Baseball Tribute. All are invited to celebrate Juneteenth with us on June 19th for the annual Salute to the Negro Leagues game. Pre-game activities start at 4:30 with first pitch scheduled for 5:05. For information on these tickets, fans can stop by the Evansville African American Museum at 579 Sandra Matthews Way in Evansville or any local Evansville-Vanderburgh Public Library.
Top half of the 5th inning about to get underway. 2-0 Otters heading into the top half of the 5th. It's going to be 7, 8, and 9 due up here for the Gateway Grizzlies. Braden Scott so far has worked through some traffic in the 1st and the 4th, but in the 2nd and the 3rd looked untouchable. He retired 7 straight at one point before giving up a leadoff double in the 4th inning to Paxton Wallace, but even then worked around it. Worked around a one-out jam in which there were runners on 1st and 2nd with a 4-6-3 double play grounded out into by Dale Thomas. Here comes Ross Friedrich. Friedrich 0 for 1 grounded out to Ale Camo back in the 2nd. First pitch to him. Taken outside. Braden Scott has pitched well up to this point in this one. Definitely done his job, the 1-0. Taken low, ball 2. He has pitched to contact. That's what he has done in the past as well with that low 90s, below 90s fastball, the 2-0 pitch. Taken up and in, 3-0. Has at times struggled with this exact thing. Trying to find the command. To lead off the entire season, walked Mark Schallenberger on 4 straight. He also walked Stewart Castillo as the pitch. Called a strike down and away, 3-1. So 3 walks to just 4 strikeouts for Braden Scott. Has only allowed that 1 hit, that double to Paxton Wallace. It's a 3-1 pitch. Taken just on the inner half, outside. And it's going to be a walk. Leadoff walk. Friedrich reaches. Brings up Cole Brandon. But once runners have been on base, seems as if Scott has been able to work around it effectively out of the stretch. He sets and fires the first pitch. Outside for a ball to Cole Brandon. Pretty packed house here at Bossy Field tonight. The Corona patio out in right center filled. Behind home plate, pretty well filled as well. The 1 ball, no strike pitch. Taken at the letters for a strike. Bender, 1-1. Top shelf breaking ball. Don't see that too incredibly often, but if you don't get a swing and it's a strike, might as well. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fly ball, but right at L.J. Jones and right, 4 out, number 1. Hard hit But L.J. Jones really only had to take a couple of steps to his right to make that one. There is action in the Otters bullpen. Up and warming is Nate Wolgemuth. This brings up a Jose Alvarez. Grounded out to short his first time. First pitch to him. Swung on, jam shot popped up. Center field and shallow. In on it, Brown. Out on it, Camo, and Brown makes the catch, running in towards the right center gap in shallow right center to make out number 2. Brings up Mark Schallenberger.
In left field, 32, Mark Schallenberger.
Schallenberger a walk and a fly out. Just got under one to L.J. Jones his first time. Former Evansville Purple Ace. Part of that super regional run last season. A very special run for Evansville. First pitch to Schallenberger from Scott. His take on the outer half for a strike, 0-1. Wide open stance for Schallenberger. Hands, a lot of movement up top. Leading off at first base is Friedrich. The 0-1 pitch. Taken down and away, 1-1. 2-0 Otters. Top half of 5. Top of the order up for the Grizzlies with 2 gone and runner on first base. Scott the lefty sets versus Schallenberger, also a lefty, the 1-1. Swung on, opposite way, twisting towards foul ground, and it is out of play off the top of the 10th.
Brought to you by That's Construction. Choose the best. Never regret it.
Outfield and infield both playing straight up. What a day opening day is. Full of baseball celebration. Everyone greatly appreciates the game whenever it comes back. Is the 1-2 pitch to Schallenberger. Swung on, fouled back. Count stays. When it's gone, you don't know how much you miss it. And in the summer, don't give it enough attention. All the woes of being a sport that gets played every single day. Get so used to it that when it's gone, don't know what to do. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Schallenberger. Runner on first base is Friedrich. 2-0 Otters, top 5. Here is the 1-2 offering from Scott. Swung on, fouled back, right back into the screen. Schallenberger with a nice at-bat here. That one. And 91 miles an hour for Braden Scott. So count stays, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Scott looks in to Justin Felix. Shakes him off once, now nods, but time called by Schallenberger. So clock will reset. Schallenberger, one of those guys that wants to take control in that batter's box. Not someone who's going to go out and have an uncompetitive at-bat. One of the better bat-to-ball skills mixed with power that I've seen at the college level. The 1-2. Up and in. Had him leaning back. 2-2. In college, Schallenberger, one of the premier guys at getting on base via the hit-by-pitch. Actually holds the Aces program record for most hit-by-pitches in a career. The 2-2. Had him buckling at the knees but did not go. Count is full and will have a payoff. Man, Schallenberger just such a good eye at the plate. Scott, veteran left-hander on the mound here in the Frontier League. Looking to retire the young gun in Schallenberger. Schallenberger sets. So does Scott. The payoff pitch. 2 gone in the top of the 5th. Called strike 3. Scott pumped up as he comes off the mound. Braden Scott once again works around a Gateway base runner. We go to the bottom half of the 5th. 2-0 here on the Otters Digital Network.
Catalyst Church Food Pantry is honored to be the nonprofit partner of Friday, May 23rd's Otters game. Catalyst Church invites the community, but also the churches from the tri-state, to come and unite as one game, as one church, around one cause. Catalyst Church invites each person to bring at least one, if not more, non-perishable food item for their food pantry to continue helping the Evansville community. A great night of baseball is planned, and post-game fireworks are just part of the fun. More information can be found on Catalyst Church Evansville's Facebook page. For the last 5 years, the Evansville African American Museum and the Evansville Otters have partnered together to offer tickets at no cost for the whole family for the Juneteenth Negro Leagues Baseball Tribute. All are invited to celebrate Juneteenth with us on June 19th for the annual Salute to the Negro Leagues game. Pre-game activities start at 4:30 with first pitch scheduled for 5:05. For information on these tickets, fans can stop by the Evansville African American Museum at 579 Sandra Matthews Way in Evansville or any local Evansville-Vanderburgh Public Library. Originally opening in 2004, Jacobs Village has been a home for adults with disabilities, giving these great residents a wonderful opportunity to live life just like you and me. Jacobs Village mission is to continue building a safe, walkable neighborhood community where people with disabilities and older adults can find meaningful relationships, affordable and accessible housing, and activities to keep their bodies and minds engaged. We can't wait to have Jacobs Village at the ballpark on July 3rd for our annual Red, White, and Blue Night. More information on this great community partner is available at jacobsvillage.org.
Welcome back to historic Bossy Field. 2-0. Evansville here in the bottom of the fifth. Just a reminder, Home Team Network is the exclusive home of every Frontier League game this year. Check out Home Team Network to sign up today and get a front row seat to every Otters game this season. Leading off, Graham Brown as he swings and fouls one off third base side for strike one. Still warming over in the Evansville bullpen is Nate Volkamuth as Brown lifts one in the air, right side, twisting foul into Sammy's corner, past the diving glove of Castillo, 0-2. Still no action yet in the Gateway bullpen. So see how long they give T. Conrad. Again, he has given up 2 runs, got hit around a little bit to begin the third inning, but other than that has been very solid. 6 strikeouts through 4 innings of work. The 0-2 pitch now to Brown. Bounced it, 1-2. It's been very, very consistent. Getting ahead in the count, trying to get chases. It worked really well first time through this Otters order. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Teague fires. Swung on, fouled back into the screen just above the first base dugout. So we'll do it again. Conrad, here it is, the 1-2. Bounced it again, that one in the left side's batter's box. Couldn't even get dug out by Alvarez back there. Two balls, 2 strikes, now here it is. Swung on, jam shot through the left side for a single, just past DJ Stewart. Gonna be a leadoff hit for Graham Brown. He is now 2 for 3. A double and a single for him. Brings up David Mendham. And that one really ran in on Graham Brown. He somehow was able to get those hands in and just muscle it through that left side of the infield. This now brings up David Mendham. He's 1 for 2, a 2 RBI single back in the third. It gave the Otters the lead. The lefty awaits the first pitch and takes on the outer corner for a strike, 0-1. Now some action starting to happen over just past the left field line in the Gateway bullpen. The 0-1. Taken down for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. up and warming for Gateway. As the 1-1 pitch is taken inside 2-1. Is Donovan Burke, left-hander out of Leesburg, Virginia. The 2-1, never mind, is made over to first. Mendham, big power bat in the middle of this order. Also does a good job of working counts. 2 balls, 1 strike, here it is. Swung on, bounced on the ground to second. Fielding as well. It goes to second for 1, but no chance for Thomas to try and turn the double play there. It's going to be a fielder's choice, and Mendham will replace Brown over at first base.
The right fielder, number 20, L.J. Jones.
Brings up L.J. Jones. Flew out to right his first time, struck out in the third. So he's 0 for 2. Californian awaits the first pitch and takes outside 1-0. L.J. Jones, one of the key additions this offseason for Evansville. Wind starting to howl a little bit more out to right as the 1-0 offering is swung on, lasered right back up to the middle. It's going to drop down in the right center field gap. Grounding second, heading for third is Mendham. He's going to get there. Jones will stay at first for the single. Runners at the corners now. L.J. Jones, his first hit as an Evansville Otter. Comes against T. Conrad in the 5th inning. Book it, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes Pavin Parks. He struck out twice already.
Third baseman, number 11, Pavin Parks.
Going to have a mound visit once more. With runners on the corners here, bottom of the 5th, just 1 out. We'll see if they're actually serious about changing anything, as it looks like it is still pitching coach for Gateway Grizzlies. That being Nick Kennedy. Kevin Furman out there on the mound, home plate umpire as well. And that is going to be the end of that visit. So no change as of yet on the bump for Gateway. So those are the corners, just 1 gone here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 2-0, Evansville in front. Pavin Parks, the batter, 0 for 2, struck out swinging and looking. Jones stands on first, Mendham on third. Big hole down the third baseline. The pitch on the ground sharply. Fielding it is Wallace. He turns, throws to first, and it's misplayed over at first base. Can't scoop it out. It's Friedrich. 1 run scores. Jones to third. It's going away. Jones coming home. That one's going to get all the way to the Gateway bullpen. Heading for 3 is Parks, sliding in feet first. And how about that? 4-0 Evansville Otters. We'll see what it's scored officially. But now Pavin Parks all the way at third base. There's going to be a single and a 2-base error. Pavin Parks with his first hit of the 2025 campaign. And that will most likely be Teague Conrad's night. As here comes Steve Brook, the 4th season manager for the Gateway Grizzlies. And that is indeed the end for Teague Conrad. So he exits, not responsible for the runner on third base, giving up 4 runs, 3 earned, 9 hits, and just 4 1/3 innings of work here on opening night of the Frontier League season. We'll be back here on the Otters Digital Network. Otters 4, Gateway nothing, bottom half of 5.
Originally opening in 2004, Jacobs Village has been a home for adults with disabilities, giving these great residents a wonderful opportunity to live life just like you and me. Jacobs Village mission is to continue building a safe, walkable neighborhood community where people with disabilities and older adults can find meaningful relationships, affordable and accessible housing, and activities to keep their bodies and minds engaged. We can't wait to have Jacobs Village at the ballpark on July 3rd for our annual Red, White, and Blue Night. More information on this great community partner is available at jacobsvillage.org. For the last 5 years, the Evansville African American Museum and the Evansville Otters have partnered together to offer tickets at no cost for the whole family for the Juneteenth Negro Leagues Baseball Tribute. All are invited to celebrate Juneteenth with us on June 19th for the annual Salute to the Negro Leagues game. Pre-game activities start at 4:30 with first pitch scheduled for 5:05. For information on these tickets, fans can stop by the Evansville African American Museum at 579 Sandra Matthews Way in Evansville or any local Evansville Vanderburgh Public Library.
So it'll be Alec Whaley to pitch in now for the Gateway Grizzlies. Whaley, right-hander, 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing at 215 pounds from O'Fallon, Missouri, is Alec Whaley.
Number 31,
JT Benson will face him. Benson works with Pavin Parks on third base. Whaley, the first pitch. Swung on, punched the opposite way, but foul by Benson. Whaley in his 4th season with the Grizzlies, overall in 42 games, 2.47 his ERA in 2024, 38 strikeouts. Pitched in 43 and 2/3 innings, the 0-1. Taken for a ball, up and away. One ball, one strike. Here it is. Swung on and missed. So in that last play, Pavin Parks reached via the single. It was an E4 on the throw, then an E3 on the throw back to third base when LJ Jones was trying to advance. Overall, 4-0 Otters currently. The 1-2. Benson takes strike 3 on the top shelf. He'll have a couple of words for Kevin Furman as he heads back to the mound. Back to the dugout. It's going to be the first strikeout for Alec Whaley.
number 17, J.J. Cruz.
Brings up J.J. Cruz. Cruz 1 for 2, a double and a fly out the pitch. Taken on the outer half for a strike, 0-1. Whaley on the bump. Whaley only went. He's really just a 1-inning guy. Most he's ever gone is 2 innings, the 0-1. His inner half, 0-2. But again, this Grizzlies bullpen just about as deep as it gets in the Frontier League. I mean, it is a really good former big league talent, Sam Coonrod, holding it down to the back half. 0-2 pitch to Cruz, taken high and wide, 1-2. Same with Leone De La Cruz. He was their closer at the end of last year. In the regular season, won 14 of his last 14 in save attempts. Those of Sam Rochard, Francis Peguero, all of which could be used as high leverage guys for multiple teams. The 1-2, up and away. Count even. So really, this Gateway bullpen not really going to be a question. So we'll see how it ends up going. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. Drop third, strike though. Cruz is going to have to race for first base. Alvarez throws over across the diamond and gets the outs. So a strikeout for J.J. Cruz and 2 strikeouts for Whaley to end the 5th inning. Otters do get a pair. It's 4-0 Evansville in front of Gateway. You're listening on the Otters Digital Network.
For the last 5 years, the Evansville African American Museum and the Evansville Otters have partnered together to offer tickets at no cost for the whole family for the Juneteenth Negro Leagues Baseball Tribute. All are invited to celebrate Juneteenth with us on June 19th for the annual Salute to the Negro Leagues game. Pre-game activities start at 4:30 with first pitch scheduled for 5:05. For information on these tickets, fans can stop by the Evansville African American Museum at 579 Sandra Matthews Way in Evansville or any local Evansville Vanderburgh Public Library. Originally opening in 2004, Jacobs Village has been a home for adults with disabilities, giving these great residents a wonderful opportunity to live life just like you and me. Jacobs Village mission is to continue building a safe, walkable neighborhood community where people with disabilities and older adults can find meaningful relationships, affordable and accessible housing, and activities to keep their bodies and minds engaged. We can't wait to have Jacobs Village at the ballpark on July 3rd for our annual Red, White, and Blue Night. More information on this great community partner is available at jacobsvillage.org.
New pitcher on the bump for the Evansville Otters is Nate Wolgemuth. He is in relief of Brandon Scott, who had a phenomenal inning, 5 innings of work. He, in 5 innings, allowed just 1 hit, no runs, 4 walks, 6 strikeouts. So he did a really, really good job here tonight on Otters opening night. Really what you want to see out of the guy you send out there for the opener is him to go out there and just shut things down. But Nate Wolgemuth, the new arm in for Evansville. Wolgemuth, 5'11", right-handed pitcher, as he will face Kalen Halverson, righty, who is 0 for 2. First pitch to Halverson is swung on and missed, 0-1. Last year, spent his time in the Mid-American Intercollegiate Athletic Association with Rogers State University, the 0-1, taken 0-2. Didn't have a phenomenal 2024, did Wolgemuth. Just an 11.54 ERA. Trying to right the ship here with Evansville in his first professional season. Quickly ahead 0-2 to Halverson. The pitch. Inside, but fouled off. Count stays. We'll do it again. Top 6, 4-0 Otters. Gateway looking to find some success against this Evansville bullpen since they had 0 against Brandon Scott. The pitch. Inside, it did not get him, but almost. 1-2. Again, Scott, 5 innings, 1 hit allowed, no earned runs, 4 walks, 6 strikeouts. That's really only the reason he's out of this game right now is pitch count was a little up because of the issues with the walks early, the 1-2. Swung on and missed, made him look foolish. First strikeout for Wolgemuth in professional baseball. How about that? Brings up Paxton Wallace.
Second baseman, 20, Paxton Wallace.
Wallace 1 for 2, strikeout double. Wolgemuth looks in, steps back, kicks, fires. Swung on, bounced high to Hopper, to Khalil Fields, throws, no trouble, out, number 2.
Third baseman.
So 2 quick outs here for Wolgemuth in the 6th inning. Gateway just not able to break through offensively so far. They are down 4-0 against Evansville, top 6. Here's DJ Stewart, 0 for 1, walk and a strikeout. Right-hander takes ball 1 outside. When at Rogers State, the walks were a bit of an issue for Wolgemuth. 6.1 walks per 9 overall in college. Over 7 1-0. Swung on and missed, made him look foolish. 7.6 to be exact with his time in college. In summer leagues, though, he was really, really good. Was Wolgemuth as the 1-1 pitch taken below the knees. In his 2023 season with the Williamsport Crosscutters of the MLB Draft League, had a 3.78 ERA. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Wolgemuth and Stewart. The pitch to Stewart Swung on, hit the opposite way, banged fair down the first base line. Stewart taking the big round at second base. Jones gets it in, but it's cut off by Camo. And that's going to be a 2-out double for DJ Stewart. Here comes Victor Castillo now, working with the runner in scoring position.
6, Victor Castillo.
And in those summer leagues, the walk issue still persisted, but not as much. 5.4 and 23 with Williamsport. And then in the Appalachian Summer League with the Bluefield Ridge Runners in 2022, just a 2.9 walk per nine. It's a bit of a mound meeting by Justin Felix out to Walkamuth. So we'll see how, that storyline continues, if it continues here in 2025. Castillo, the batter, he's 0 for 1 with a walk. First pitch, taken in there, Binder for a strike, 0-1. Tonight's official attendance, 2,032 here in Bosse Field. 4-0 Otters, top 6, that was 2,000. Watching a pretty good game, the 0-1 from Walkamuth. Swung on, foul tipped right into the shin guard of Justin Felix. That's why you wear the gear. Count now, no balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Runner on second base is Stewart. Just got a 2-out double down the first base line. Time is called. You'll go get a baseball, which just fell into the field from a little kid who dropped it over the fence. No troubles. Always good to see kids here at the ballpark. Nothing quite like it. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here it is to Castillo, fouled off. These Gateway players having really good at-bats here tonight. Seems like even if they're down 0-2, still have to make at least 3-4 more pitches due to all the foul balls they've been hitting. Oh, 2. Swung on, high fly ball, right field. LJ Jones can't see it, now rushes in. Medium deep, still can't see it, but does make the catch eventually for out number 3. Seems like that one was just gifted to her. We now go to the bottom half of 6, still 4-0 Otters here on the Otters Digital Network or the Home Team Network if you're watching there.
For the last 5 years, the Evansville African American Museum and the Evansville Otters have partnered together to offer tickets at no cost for the whole family for the Juneteenth Negro Leagues Baseball Tribute. All are invited to celebrate Juneteenth with us on June 19th for the annual Salute to the Negro Leagues game. Pre-game activities start at 4:30 with first pitch scheduled for 5:05. For information on these tickets, fans can stop by the Evansville African American Museum at 579 Sandra Matthews Way in Evansville or any local Evansville-Vanderburgh Public Library. Catalyst Church Food Pantry is honored to be the nonprofit partner of Friday, May 23rd's Otters game. Catalyst Church invites the community, but also the churches from the tri-state to come and unite as one game, as one church, around one cause. Catalyst Church invites each person to bring at least one, if not more, non-perishable food item for their food pantry to continue helping the Evansville community. A great night of baseball is planned, and post-game fireworks are just part of the fun. More information can be found on Catalyst Church Evansville's Facebook page.
Gateway.
New pitcher on the bump for the Gateway Grizzlies is
Galva's off the mound.
number 10, Claudio Galva. The 6'2 lefty Claudio Galva for
Find your battery to
this Gateway team. Still one of the great bullpens in the game. The fact that he's coming in this situation just shows you the type of bullpen that this team does have.
The catcher, number 5, Justin Felix.
Here comes Justin Felix. First pitch to him. Check swing. Did he go around? First base umpire Jordan Alonso says no. 1 ball, no strikes. Felix is 0 for 1 with a strikeout and was hit by a pitch. Back in the 4th. Here it is. Swung on and missed out in front. 1-1. One ball, 1 strike from Galva. Taken outside. The lefty with the 2-1 offering. Swung on, foul tipped right between the umpire's legs. Claudio Galva entering here in this 6th inning. Whaley only going those 2/3. Last inning in the 5th, striking out both batters that he faced. So, pretty effective outing for Alec Whaley as the 2-2 from Galva smashed down the third baseline and well foul into the stands. That ball is absolutely crushed, I'll tell you what. Here's the 2-2 again. Taken outside, will have a payoff. Justin Felix, the catcher, awaits the lefty's pitch. Here it is. Swung on, bounced foul, third base side. This is Galva's first season with Gateway here in 2025. The payoff to Felix. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Galva got him with a fastball. Galva did spend a stint with the baseball organization at the rookie level back in 2019. Going 5-5 and 20 appearances there. Had a 1.13 ERA. 47 strikeouts, 47 2/3. The pitch swung on and fouled back by George Khalil, who is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a lineout. So it's not like this guy is inexperienced, just hasn't been in action a lot. This is the first time he's seeing a field since 2019, the 0-1. Way wide, 1-1. So you gotta wonder if it's gonna have any effect on him. One ball, 1 strike. Here it is. Khalil takes down and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. The lefty looks into the righty, the 2-1 to Khalil. Taken down and away. So if Galva can get back on track, at this point he is a little on the older side. But look at his stats from when he pitches. That one smashed on the ground. Thomas fields, throws, and scooped. Nice backhand pick by Friedrich, the first baseman. Thomas took care of that one. Khalil goes down.
Edward Jones, leadoff batter, second baseman, number 1, Alay Kamon.
Brings up Alay Camo. Camo takes low. Ball one. He is 2 for 3. Pop out in foul territory in the 4th inning, but 2 singles. Hit a leadoff single in the 1st. The 1-0 taken for a strikeout or edge. The infield playing him slightly to pull a huge hole up the middle. The 1-1. Swung on, popped up. Behind home plate. Alvarez, mask off, looking for it. And he doesn't have it. It's going to be an over-the-head foul ball. It's brought to you by Hedge Construction. Choose the best and never regret it.
Choose the best. Never regret it.
So count stays at 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs. 4-0 Otters here in the bottom of the 6th. The Otters have out-hit the Grizzlies 9-2 so far in this one. The 1-2. Swung on, line drive, right center field. Brennan has a beat on it and makes the play, ranging towards the right center gap for out number 3. So Galva, a very clean 6th inning of work. We now go to the top half of 7-4 Evansville.
For the last 5 years, the Evansville African American Museum and the Evansville Otters have partnered together to offer tickets at no cost for the whole family for the Juneteenth Negro Leagues Baseball Tribute. All are invited to celebrate Juneteenth with us on June 19th for the annual Salute to the Negro Leagues game. Pre-game activities start at 4:30 with first pitch scheduled for 5:05. For information on these tickets, fans can stop by the Evansville African American Museum at 579 Sandra Matthews Way in Evansville or any local Evansville-Vanderburgh Public Library. Originally opening in 2004, Jacobs Village has been a home for adults with disabilities, giving these great residents a wonderful opportunity to live life just like you and me. Jacobs Village mission is to continue building a safe, walkable neighborhood community where people with disabilities and older adults can find meaningful relationships, affordable and accessible housing, and activities to keep their bodies and minds engaged. We can't wait to have Jacobs Village at the ballpark on July 3rd for our annual Red, White, and Blue Night. More information on this great community partner is available at jacobsvillage.org. For the last 5 years, the Evansville African American Museum and the Evansville Otters have partnered together to offer tickets at no cost for the whole family for the Juneteenth Negro Leagues Baseball Tribute. All are invited to celebrate Juneteenth with us on June 19th for the annual Salute to the Negro Leagues game. Pre-game activities start at 4:30 with first pitch scheduled for 5:05. For information on these tickets, fans can stop by the Evansville African American Museum at 579 Sandra Matthews Way in Evansville or any local Evansville-Vanderburgh Public Library.
Top half of 7 here in Evansville, 4-0. Otters in front of the Gateway Grizzlies here on 2025 opening night. New pitcher for the Evansville Otters. It is Griff Hughes, the big left-hander out of stands 6 feet 4 inches tall. Out of Knoxville, Tennessee. His second season here in Evansville with the Otters. He had a 3.07 ERA last season with a win-loss of 1-1 in 44 innings pitched. He walked 17, struck out 61, gave up 33 hits, 18 runs. So a big strikeout guy on the mound. We'll see how he does in his first assignment here in 2025. Hughes will face 6, 7, and 8 here in the 6th. Dale Thomas to lead it off. He is 0 for 2. Grounded out into a double play back in the 4th that ended the inning. The lefty Hughes looks into Felix, kicks and fires. Touches the inside corner for a strike. Hughes, the towering left-hander, stands on the third base side of the rubber, slightly open stretch stance. Has an abbreviated windup. The 0-1. Way inside, I should say, 1-1. See a lot of guys go to the abbreviated windup. They feel there's less moving parts, can be more consistent that way. The 1-1. Swung on, chopped right back to Hughes. Jumping, grab, throw to first in time. Who says fielders can't pitch? How about that? Nice play there by Griff Hughes. Ross Friedrich now up.
Ross Friedrich.
0 for 1, ground out and a walk. Lefty-lefty matchup for the third time for him. He did not get the bat when there was a righty up. Must feel pretty rough down at the bottom of the order. First baseman awaits the first pitch and takes strike one. Wolgemuth, who pitched the inning before this, is Hughes sets in the 0-1 offering. Taken for a strike, 0-2. Wolgemuth went 1 inning, gave up 1 hit, struck out 1, did not give up a run or a walk. So that walk per 9 did not bite him, as it did in college in that first inning of professional work. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Friedrich. Swung on and missed, strike 3, tied him up.
That's a Sherman.
Another strikeout for an Otters pitcher.
Center fielder.
This is the 8th time a Grizzly has struck out here tonight. Here comes Cole Brandon, the center fielder. He's 0 for 2 as well. Hughes, just an intimidating presence out there on the bump. The pitch. Taken for a strikeout or corner. He is just painting the edges right now. Doing a good job at it. Hughes, the 0-1. Swung on and missed. 92, blew it by him. Just a strike away from getting through a really clean 7th inning. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Hughes with the pitch. Left it outside, try to get him to chase with the slider. No one up in the Evansville pen, but I would assume while Evansville is batting, they'd get someone loose. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here it is to Brandon. Up and in. And that one got him. Way up and way in. Looked like it, and sounded like it got him on the elbow pad, thankfully. Brandon now stands at first base, giving some 2-out life to Jose Alvarez. Alvarez 0 for 2. First pitch to him. Brandon takes off inside. Felix throws down, not nearly in time, and it leaks into center field. Brandon takes off for third, and they're going to have no chance at him. So a stolen base and a throwing error. First error of the night for Evansville. And just like that, they were 1 strike away just a couple of pitches ago, and now you really got to get this one out to avoid that run scoring from third, just 90 feet away. Thankfully, with 2 outs, a fly ball out doesn't get him in. The pitch, taken for a strike, 1 ball, 1 strike. Top 7, 4-0 Evansville. Griff Hughes trying to work around that throwing error with now Brandon, who can run on third base. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Taken for a strike, 1-2. Night sky, clear as ever here in Evansville. Just a beautiful day for baseball. And a cloud in the sky from the moment I woke up this morning. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs. The pitch from Hughes to Alvarez. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Griff Hughes with a huge punch out, second of the inning. to Strand Brannon at third. We go to the bottom half of 7, 4-0 Evansville. You're listening on the Otters Digital Network.
Catalyst Church Food Pantry is honored to be the nonprofit partner of Friday, May 23rd's Otters game. Catalyst Church invites the community, but also the churches from the tri-state to come and unite as one game, as one church, around one cause. Catalyst Church invites each person to bring at least one, if not more, non-perishable food item for their food pantry to continue helping the Evansville community. A great night of baseball is planned, and post-game fireworks are just part of the fun. More information can be found on Catalyst Church Evansville's Facebook page. For the last 5 years, the Evansville African American Museum and the Evansville Otters have partnered together to offer tickets at no cost for the whole family for the Juneteenth Negro Leagues Baseball Tribute. All are invited to celebrate Juneteenth with us on June 19th for the annual Salute to the Negro Leagues game. Pre-game activities start at 4:30 with first pitch scheduled for 5:05. For information on these tickets, fans can stop by the Evansville African American Museum at 579 Sandra Matthews Way in Evansville or any local Evansville Vanderburgh Public Library.
New pitcher for Gateway is Gage Vales. Gage Vales, 6'3", right-hander from Marietta, Georgia.
Vales is on the mound. Alvarez is behind the plate. It's powered by the answer on repair needs. Find your battery needs. With the answer on repair needs.
Vales, a big right-hander, standing at 6 feet, 3 inches tall. He's looking to just keep this lead exactly where it is. Vales last year with Gateway had a 5.31 ERA and 20 innings pitched. They had 18 appearances. He'll face the top of this order: Graham Brown, David Mindham, and L.J. Jones. First pitch up and in, 1-0. Brown 2 for 3, a double and a single. He did get cut down going to second via a fielder's choice back in the 5th inning, though. The pitch, low, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes, no outs. Here it is. Swung on, broken bat, grounder to Stewart. Fields with one hand, throws with the other, out number 1. So Graham Brown gonna have to go get some firewood. Or he could use it as firewood, I guess is what I should say. So it brings up David Mindham. Mindham 1 for 3, fielder's choice, 2 RBI, single strikeout. Sitting in on the left side against the right-hander in Vales, the pitch. Swung on, a hard bouncer to second. Nice play by Wallace, throw to first in time. So 2 quick outs for Vales here.
Right fielder, number 20, L.J. Jones.
Brings up L.J. Jones. 1 for 3. The pitch, down and away. 1-0. Single his last time. Struck out in the 3rd, flew out to right after just getting under it in the 1st. 1 ball, no strikes. Swung on and missed. 1-1. The Otters looking to begin this 2025 campaign off right. The 1-1 pitch. Left outside, Bender that just started a little too wide. 2-1. Last year, obviously, 40 and 55, 27 games out of first place. The 2-1. Low, 3-1. Evansville organization really expecting playoff runs year in, year out. Champions in 06 and 2016. 3-1 pitch. Up and in. That one got him. Square on the backside. he's going to head to first base. So Jones gets on the second time. On at 91 miles per hour. It doesn't matter really where you get hit by that one. It's going to sting. Brings up Pavin Parks.
Third baseman, number 11, Pavin Parks.
Parks 1 for 3, single, 2 strikeouts. Does have 1 RBI. Did not get accredited with the other one due to a throwing error. First pitch to Pavin. Taken. 0-1. This guy just has such a confident approach about him. Steps into the box. Just tell by his body language he knows what he's capable of. It's the pitch from Vales. Inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. See if he continues to do what he did last season. Again, two-way player. Last year, closer and a shortstop. The pitch, outside 2-1. This year has already made the move over to third. We'll see what they decide to do with him on the mound. If they decide to do with him anything with him on the mound. With a full season of Alex Valdez in the back end of the bullpen for Evansville. Question is, do you really need to? 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Though it is hard to argue with the numbers Parks put up. The pitch. Swung on line drive over the reaching glove of Wallace. Heading to second base is L.J. Jones. He takes the turn, but wisely scoots back to second base. Hard hit single for Pavin Parks, his second of the day. Brings up J.T. Benson.
Left fielder, number 31, J.T. Benson.
Benson 1 for 3. The acquisition of this guy has really shaped this outfield for Evansville. Before this morning on the official roster, there were only 3 outfielders listed. Those 3 outfielders were Mason White, L.J. Jones, and Graham Brown. And with J.T. Benson now in the fray, gives a lot more flexibility to those 3 spots in the grass. Right-handed batter is Benson. Awaits the first pitch from Vales, who's working with 2 runners on the pitch. Down and away, dropped briefly by Alvarez, but no one takes advantage. 1-0. Pavin Parks at first, L.J. Jones at second base. With Benson, he's a speed guy as well, stole 34 bases with Louisville as the 1-0. Swung on, bounced softly to third. Stewart steps on the bag himself for out, number 3. So fielder's choice will end it, and Vales works out of some traffic with 2 outs to post a scoreless frame. We now go to the top half of the 8th, 4-0 Otters on the Otters Digital Network.
Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and more can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800. Catalyst Church Food Pantry is honored to be the nonprofit partner of Friday, May 23rd's Otters game. Catalyst Church invites the community, but also the churches from the tri-state to come and unite as one game, as one church, around one cause. Catalyst Church invites each person to bring at least one, if not more, non-perishable food item for their food pantry to continue helping the Evansville community. A great night of baseball is planned, and post-game fireworks are just part of the fun. More information can be found on Catalyst Church Evansville's Facebook page.
Top half of the 8th, Griff Hughes still on the mound for Evansville now in his second inning of work. There is some action out in the Evansville pen. We'll see if that ends up with anything. Yohan Gonzalez out there along with Alex Valdez. No action in the Gateway bullpen as Mark Schallenberger comes to the plate. So Hughes will now face 1, 2, and 3. Schallenberger today is hitless, 0 for 2 with a walk, along with a strikeout looking. First pitch to him. Takes for a strike, up and away. Schallenberger down to the count, no balls, 1 strike. Hughes, the lefty, sets, kicks, fires. Swung on, high fly ball, way foul, up and over the grandstand here at Bassett Field, 0-2. That over the head foul balls. Brought to you by Heads Construction, choose the best, and never regret it. No balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Top 8, 4-0 Otters. The pitch from Hughes. Swung on, foul tipped right back. The Otters have out-hit Gateway 10-2. Evansville does have an error. Gateway with 2 of those. Score 4-0. Evansville top 8. Hughes sets, looks in, fires the 0-2 offering. Swung on, yanked foul. That ball once again was crushed. Schallenberger way out in front of 92. How about that? That wide open stance and a full squat for Schallenberger. The 0-2 pitch to him. Swung on late, center field, back on it Brown. Medium deep, makes the catch. Now, Callan Halverson to bat. He's over 3 2Ks.
Designated hitter, 22, Alan Halverson.
And it looks like there's going to be a meeting on the mound. This might have really just been for Hughes to get the lefty-lefty matchup against Schallenberger. Andy McCauley out on the bump, takes the ball, and that'll be it for Griff Hughes. He works 1 1/3 scoreless inning. His new pitcher. We'll talk about his numbers when we come back here on Home Team Network and the Otters Digital Network.
Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND-CASA.com. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org.
Remember, Otters fans, it's back at Buffalo Wild Wings. All you can eat wings and fries Monday through Thursday. Now including traditional wings. That's right, all the wings and fries you can eat with your favorite sauce. Just $19.99 for boneless and $24.99 for traditional wings. So get all the heavy hitters together and head to Buffalo Wild Wings Mondays through Thursdays for a limited time. Dine in only. Visit either Evansville locations, 5405 Pearl Drive and 715 North Green River Road for details. Alex Valdez, the new hitter for Evansville. He will face Callan Halverson here. Valdez, last year in limited time with Evansville, was phenomenal. Showed flashes of greatness as the right-hander deals to Halverson. Away, ball 1. 1.26, the ERA for him. 14 1/3, struck out 17. Earlier in the season, he spent time with the Kansas City Monarchs of the American Association, the 1-0. Swung on and missed, way out in front, 1-1. With the Monarchs, he wasn't as good. 5.79 the ERA. 1-1. Swung on, fouled back over the grandstand. But then again, I mean, in rookie ball, which was where he spent most of his time of his career, Arizona Diamondback affiliate player for a long time, the 1-2 pitch, taken down and away, 2-2. Since 2018 and until 2022, he was with the Arizona Diamondbacks either in their rookie ball team or in their single A team. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here it is from Valdez to Halverson. Check swing. Did not go around. And just a bit outside. Count is full at 3-2. Home fans not quite too far. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here it is from Valdez. Swung on, slicing liner. Right center field, racing towards it is Brown. Dives, can't make the play. Picking up is L.J. Jones. He's going to try and throw it to second base to Khalil. But it's going to be a one-out double for Colin Halverson.
Second baseman, 20, Paxton Wallace.
Brings up Paxton Wallace. Wallace 1 for 3 with a double. Ground out and a strikeout. Spent 2 seasons, did Valdez, with the Kansas City Monarchs in the American Association, that being the latter half of 2022 and all of 2023. 2022 in just 7 appearances at a 1.08 ERA and an 8 1/3. So he's shown what he can do in small spurts during his career. As the first pitch to Wallace from Valdez is in the dirt. Nice block there by Felix to keep it in front of him, 1-0. His best professional season, full professional season, was in 2021. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Valdez looks in, sets, and delivers to Wallace. The pitch, taken outside. With the Visalia Rawhide, the single-A affiliate of the Diamondbacks, had a 5.63 ERA back in 2021 and 40 innings pitched. Did have 33 strikeouts. 2 balls, no strikes. Here it is. Swung on, high fly ball, left field, guy under it. Shallow left field, Khalil under it, makes the basket catch. For out, number 2.
Third baseman, 12, DJ Stewart.
Brings up DJ Stewart. 1 for 2, double walk and a strikeout. But we'll see how Valdez fares here in the Frontier League for the second year. Looks in, sets. Now looks back at Halverson at second. Delivers the first pitch to Stewart. Taken 1-0. Walks really have been one of the main issues. 4 walks per 9 during his time in the minors. Valdez sets, looks in again, the 1-0 pitch. Swung on, chopped softly foul towards the third base dugout. Count of 1 ball, 1 strike. The strikeouts per 9 numbers have been good. The most he's recorded in a single season was that 2021 campaign in rookie ball, where he had 14.5 strikeouts per 9. There he just gave up a lot of hard contact. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here it is. Swung on, line drive center field. Slicing towards it is Brown, but he's not going to be able to get there. Racing home is Halverson, and he's going to score easily. First Gateway run of the day on the RBI slicing single from DJ Stewart.
Right fielder, 6, Victor Castillo.
Brings up Victor Castillo. Castillo 0 for 2 with a walk. So we'll see how Valdez handles it here Stewart on first base. The pitch. Taken for a strike at the knees. 0-1. Gateway finally able to break through here in the 8th inning. Valdez sets. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. The pitch. Taken for a strike as well. Looks like Yohan Gonzalez out in the Aces pin starting to warm. Excuse me, the Otters pin starting to warm. Some action on the Gateway side as well. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here it is. Half swing. Did he go around? No, he did not. Yikes. That one's going to draw quite the stir from the Otters dugout. Andy McCauley saying that that's Kevin Furman's call. From up here, it did look like he swung, I'm going to be honest. Looked like he went all the way. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on first base is DJ Stewart. The pitch to Castillo from Valdez. Low. Now that one's going to draw a stir from the Otters crowd. 2-2, 2 outs. Deuces all over the place on that scoreboard. Runner on first base is Stewart. 1 already in the inning for Gateway. 4-1 to score. Top 8. The pitch. High. Count full. So the Otters comfortably in front coming into this one. And even though there are 2 outs here in this top of the 8th and a 3-run lead, all of a sudden the lead seeming a little smaller. The 3-2. Runner goes. Bounced on the ground to Mendham. Fields and Hill take it himself for out number 3. So Valdez works around it. Does give up 1 in the inning. 4-1 Otters in front of the Gateway Grizzlies. Bottom 8 coming up. We'll be back here on the Otters Digital Network.
Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND CASA.com. Catalyst Church Food Pantry is honored to be the nonprofit partner of Friday, May 23rd's Otters game. Catalyst Church invites the community, but also the churches from the tri-state to come and unite as one game, as one church, around one cause. Catalyst Church invites each person to bring at least one, if not more, non-perishable food item for their food pantry to continue helping the Evansville community. A great night of baseball is planned, and post-game fireworks are just part of the fun. More information can be found on Catalyst Church Evansville's Facebook page.
New pitcher on the mound for Gateway, Leone De La Cruz. De La Cruz last season was phenomenal for this Gateway team. He really was able to find his groove when near St. Louis. De La Cruz, before going to the Grizzlies, he was with Evansville, where in 14 games with Evansville, he had an 8.53 ERA in 12 and 2/3 innings pitched before he was traded to Tri-City in the middle of last season. Once he was traded and picked up off of waivers, he came to Gateway and was amazing. Finished 14 of his last 14 saves in the regular season before blowing a save in the playoffs. A 2.08 ERA for him in 25 games. So quite the ending to a year for De La Cruz, and he begins 2025 where he began 2024 against Evansville.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now batting for the Evansville Otters.
So to lead it off, Keenan Taylor leading off, taking J.J. Cruz's spot. So Taylor, the pinch hitter here in the 7th hole, to face the left-hander in De La Cruz, the first pitch. High. 1-0. So Andy McCauley opting for the righty-lefty matchup instead of the lefty-lefty matchup. Keenan Taylor, a infielder, the 1-0. Swung on off the end of the bat, high pop-up right side. Castillo under it, medium deep. Finds it, makes the catch, one gone. Taylor,
The catcher, number 5.
newcomer here in Evansville, as Justin Felix comes to the plate. Felix, right-handed bat. 0 for 2 strikeouts, was hit by a pitch back in the 4th. First pitch to him. Taken high above the letters. 1 ball, no strikes. Just reaching 9 p.m. local time here in Evansville, Indiana. 1 ball, no strikes. Here it is. Up high again, 2-0. Castillo, a wild wind-up for him. Puts all the force he has into it. Every time he throws the baseball, hat about falls off. Stocky left-hander as well. He fires the 2-0 to Felix. Misses 3-0. Throws a four-seam slider change as De La Cruz. Sits on a good day from 92 to 94 with that four-seam. Just under that today, the 3-0. Inside for a strike. Took a little bit off of that one, 89 miles an hour. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. 4-1 the score of the pitch. Swung on, foul tipped right back into the glove of Alvarez. 3-2. On deck, George Khalil. Here's the payoff from De La Cruz. Swung on high, pop-up behind home plate, no play. Count stays. De La Cruz did spend 2 years in the Brewers organization in single A and the rookie level in the Arizona Complex League, the 3-2. Check swing did not go around, ball 4. So Justin Felix reaches via the free pass. It's a Deerhead sidewalk cafe and ball, ladies and gentlemen. Brings up George Khalil. He's 0 for 3. Strikeout, line out, ground out.
Number 6, George Khalil.
See what the 9-hole hitter does here, looking to flip the batting order. Pretty much just do anything other than put it on the ground. Infield double play depth. The pitch. Swung on, popped him up. Left side, Stewart under it, racing in now in the infield graph. And he has it. 2 gone. So here comes Alain Camo. He's 2 for 4 today.
Number 1, Alain Camo.
Camo 2 singles to begin his day, then popped out and flew out. Remember tomorrow, double header on deck for Evansville, making up the game that was rained out yesterday. Lefty v lefty, the pitch. Swung on and missed way out in front, made him look foolish. First game, first pitch, 5:05 Central, second one, about 30-45 minutes after the first game concludes. The 0-1 to Camo. Swung on, popped up, foul territory, and out of play. 0-2. You can see both of those games on the Home Team Network and ours digital network. It's right here at Bossy Field as well, if you want to come out to the ballpark. Valdez sets, De La Cruz sets and fires the 0-2. Swung on and missed out in front again. Got him. So De La Cruz works around the rock and pitches a scoreless 8th inning. The Gateway Grizzlies down to their final 3 outs. Top 9 coming 4-1. Otters in front here on the Otters Digital Network.
Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND CASA.com.
So a new pitcher once again on the mound for Evansville's Yohan Gonzalez for the save opportunity for the Evansville Otters, but Alex Valdez did give him a little bit of work to do. Valdez, in his 2/3 of an inning of work, gave up 1 run on 2 hits, did not strike out or walk anybody.
Otters called the bullpen as we head to the 9th.
Yohan Gonzalez, he arrived in Evansville yesterday morning, the day that he was supposed to be opening day. But thankfully, that one got rained out for him, and he was able to give a full rest, no travel on his body. He spent the last 2 years in the Padres minor league system in high A ball. Last season, with the Fort Wayne Tin Caps in A-plus ball for San Diego through a 4.13 ERA in 34 games, 52 and a third innings pitched, struck out 52 with an 8.9 strikeout per 9. For him, he will face Dale Thomas to begin this 9th inning. The right-hander delivers. First pitch is taken outside. 1-0. First save opportunity for Gonzalez here. In his professional career, he just has 1 save. The 1-0. Low. Two balls, no strikes to Thomas, the pitch. Low as well, so rocky start here for Gonzalez out of the pen. Not quite being able to find his zone. 3 balls, no strikes. Top 9, 4-1 Otters, just 3 outs away from an opening day winner. The pitch. Up and in, wild out of the pen. That one at 91, not even close. And Gonzalez is going to let Thomas reach on 4 pitches.
First baseman.
And the first 4 were reasonably okay. That last one sailed up over the head of Thomas into the backstop. Here's Ross Friedrich. Left-hander's 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch. Thomas on first. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Gonzalez sets. Fires. Check swing. In the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. Right back in it is Gonzalez. Time taken by Ross Friedrich. Gonzalez stands 6 feet 3 inches tall. From Port St. Lucie, Florida. At least that's where he resides. Originally from Puerto Rico. The 0-2. Swung on, grounded foul. From the Dominican Republic. Santiago, DR. The right-hander looks into Felix. Shakes once, agrees the second time and sets. Looks back to Thomas at first. The 0-2. Swung on, fouled back. We'll do it again.
Actually, I'll be able to tell you that overhead foul ball is from T-Hawk. Next construction, choose the best and never regret it.
No balls, 2 strikes, no outs. 4-1 the score. Otters in front, top 9. Runner on first is Dale Thomas. Gonzalez in for the save. The 0-2. Swung on, fouled right back into the screen. Nice two-strike battle here from Friedrich. There is someone working in the Evansville pen. Gonzalez sets. Fires the 0-2. Swung on, high fly ball. Deep right field. That one is not coming back. 1-run ball game. Ross Friedrich with a towering fly out to right field. L.J. Jones didn't even move. We have a brand new baseball game, 4-3 all of a sudden. That ball was absolutely mashed
Center fielder
by Ross Friedrich.
Cole Brandon.
And here comes Cole Brandon. That one 422 feet away. If you want a souvenir, go get it at a Heidelberg. The pitch. In there, never mind, inside. To Cole Brandon. Ryan Wiltsey is in the pen for Evansville. The 1-0. Outside. Brandon today is 0 for 2. Got hit by a pitch in the 7th. Stole a base. The pitch. Swung on, little never right center field. Gap is going to drop down. Racing in on it is Brown. He's going to get there to hold Brandon to a single. And just like that, Gateway is right back in it.
The catcher, 9, Jose Alvarez.
Here's Jose Alvarez. Mark Schallenberger, Callan Halverson, Peyton Wallace, Loom. Looks like this might be it for Juan Gonzalez in his Otters debut, and it will be. So Ryan Wiltsey will come in to try and finish the job. Juan Gonzalez exits without getting it out. We'll be back with his numbers in a few.
Catalyst Church Food Pantry is honored to be the nonprofit partner of Friday, May 23rd's Otters game. Catalyst Church invites the community, but also the churches from the tri-state to come and unite as one game, as one church, around one cause. Catalyst Church invites each person to bring at least one, if not more, non-perishable food item for their food pantry to continue helping the Evansville community. A great night of baseball is planned, and post-game fireworks are just part of the fun. More information can be found on Catalyst Church Evansville's Facebook page. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND CASA.com.
Back here in Evansville, all of a sudden this game has been flipped on its head. 4-3, Evansville in the lead, but Gateway has scored 3 runs in the past 2 innings. Top 9, nobody out, new pitcher Ryan Wiltsey. Juan Gonzalez exits, getting no outs, giving up 2 hits, 2 earned, and a 422-foot bomb off the bat of Ross Friedrich. Ryan Wiltsey did pitch for Evansville last season to a 4.50 ERA. 21 appearances, did start once. Won 40 innings, 34 strikeouts for him. And he'll face Jose Alvarez. Alvarez 0 for 3. The pitch. Never mind, it's a pickoff move. Brennan at first can run. He had a stolen base in the 7th. Felix threw it into center field and he eventually got to 3rd. We'll see if they test Felix once more with Brandon. Wiltsey looks in, the big right-hander. Agrees, sets, out of the stretch. The first pitch, there goes the runner. Line drive, base hit, left field. Brennan rounding second. He's going to head for three. They're going to hold him at third. Never mind, they're sending him. Brennan, the throw, the slide, safe. Throw gets away. Heading to third base is the catcher Alvarez, and he gets there. Tie ball game. Gateway comes all the way back. 3 runs in the ninth without recording it out.
Back to the top of the order. Left fielder, 32, Mark Schellenberger.
A double and an extra base on the throw brings up Mark Schellenberger. Go ahead run on third. Ryan Wiltsey comes in, tries to clean it up, and immediately gives up. A game-tying double. Here's Schellenberger, hometown kid. Well, St. Louis, Evansville played for him, the college at least. Slow, 1 ball, no strikes. Schellenberger from St. Louis, Missouri, hometown kid for Gateway. Played for the University of Evansville for 4 years, started as a walk-on, ended as a scholarship player and a star in the 2024 Super Regional. Has a chance for one more signature moment in this city on opening night, the 1-0. Swung on, popped him up on the infield, shallow center field. Khalil back on it. Heels on the grass, makes the catch. Boy, is that big. Callan Halverson on deck. Well, now hitting. He's 1 for 4 with a double. Boy, oh boy, did this one go south fast. 4-4 the score, top 9. Otters have out-hit Gateway 10-7, but an Otters bullpen implosion on opening night has been the story. First pitch. In there for a strike. Infield playing in everyone with their toes on the grass except for third baseman Paven Parks. Outfield straight up. On third base is Alvarez. The 0-1. Swung on, tapped foul at the play, 0-2. The first 3 batters of this inning have all come around to score. Alvarez, who was the 4th batter, stands on third and is 4-4. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Wiltsey sets. The pitch. Swung on, foul tip, back again. Nice at bat here from Halverson. Braden Scott with a phenomenal start tonight. Went 5 innings, didn't give up a run, walked 4 but struck out 6. The 0-2. Grounded to short. Khalil to first, out. Number 2. Boy, is that a big out right there. That brings up Paxton Wallace. Infield now, going right to the regular position. Paxton Wallace now on deck. He is 2 for 3. His past 2 at-bats, a double and an RBI single. Excuse me, he's 1 for 4 with a double. The pitch. In the dirt, ball 1. Nice block by Felix. DJ Stewart on deck is the one who is 2 for 3 with an RBI single and a double. Time called. A baseball has gotten onto the field from the Gateway bullpen. Boy, that's the one thing about these bullpens out in the open. If you shank one, everyone on the planet is going to know about it. The 1-0 to Wallace. Taken on the outer edge for a strike. 1-1. Wiltsey doing everything he can currently. Got 2 weak outs. Just needs 1 more. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner on third. The pitch. Hanger, but it's taken for a strike. 1-2. Go ahead run 90 feet away. 4-4 top 9. Wiltsey trying to shut it down. The 1-2 pitch. High. The energy has just been drained of this place. I feel like a big out here could regain it at Bossy Field. The 2-2, two-out pitch. Swung on, grounded up the middle. Khalil can't get there. And Gateway is going to take the lead on an RBI grounder up the chute by Paxton Wallace. And some clutch hitting for Gateway late in this game. Has scored 4 runs in the top of the ninth, and just like that, this game is completely flipped on its head. Brings up DJ Stewart. He's 2 for 3. Wiltsey sets. Time call. Boy. What a crazy inning. And with the bullpen that the Grizzlies have as the first pitch to Stewart is taken for a strike. This one, just the energy is completely gone. Sam Coonrod is warming up in the pen. We'll talk about him in the bottom half, but that dude's a major league arm. Played 4 years in the big leagues. The 0-1 to Stewart. Taken outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. In this inning, a leadoff walk, a big 2-run blast from Friedrich. Then a Brandon single, and all of a sudden, it's 4-4. The 1-1. Grounded to Camo, throw to first. Out, number 3. So Stewart grounds out, but Gateway, with a tremendous comeback in the top half of the ninth, score 4 to take the lead 5-4. We go to the bottom half. The Otters will have to get a run on a big leaguer. We'll be back in a few.
Catalyst Church Food Pantry is honored to be the nonprofit partner of Friday, May 23rd's Otters game. Catalyst Church invites the community, but also the churches from the tri-state to come and unite as one game, as one church, around one cause. Catalyst Church invites each person to bring at least one, if not more, non-perishable food item for their food pantry to continue helping the Evansville community. A great night of baseball is planned, and post-game fireworks are just part of the fun. More information can be found on Catalyst Church Evansville's Facebook page. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND-CASA.com.
Back here in Evansville, and the Otters will have to face Sam Coonrod. Coonrod, when I said he's a big league arm, this guy spent 2019 to 2023 with a big league squad. From 2019 to 2020, he was with San Francisco, 21, 22 with Philadelphia, and 2023 with the New York Mets. This guy is legit with big league stuff, and the Otters are going to have a lot to do. His last full big league season in 2021 with the Phillies, he had 42 appearances with a 4.04 ERA and 42 in the third innings pitched. This guy is the real deal. Now, he is on the older side. He is 32 years of age, but he is with Gateway to stay close to home and still try to make a big league comeback with some big numbers. The top of the order is up, so if that's any consolation, the Otters will have a chance. It's Graham Brown, David Mendham, and L.J. Jones, the 3 do. Coonrod sets on the first base side of the rubber. The pitch. In there. 95 miles an hour. That's gas. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch to Brown. It's going to be low on the slider. Did not go, did Graham. Graham with a bit of a shake of his head like, man, this guy. In that full big league season, Coonrod was sitting in triple digits, the 1-1. Swing and a miss, 96 up and in. Jeez Louise. This guy I don't think is going to be in the Frontier League for long. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Coonrod sets. The 1-2 pitch. Just barely high at 96, 2-2. David Mindham on deck. Coonrod peers in, sets on the first base side. Agrees, fires. Swung on and missed, blew it by him at 95, top of the zone. And that is the first out of the 9th inning. Brings up David Mindham. David Mindham, left-handed.
Number 34, David Mindham.
He is 1 for 4. Reached via the fielder's choice in the 5th, and a 2 RBI single in the 3rd. The lefty stands in. Bit of a squat in the pitch. Taken for a strike on the outer edge at 96, 0-1. Mindham, big power bat. Same with L.J. Jones, who's on deck. The pitch. Slider, nasty, at the bottom of the zone, 0-2. When someone says, this guy's got some stuff, this guy has it. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. 5-4 Gateway, bottom 9. 1 gone. The 0-2 from Coonrod to Mindham. Swing and a miss at 96, blew it by him. 2 straight strikeouts. Now L.J. Jones, former Springfield Cardinal, is the last hope for the Otters. And on deck, Pavin Parks.
Number 20, L.J. Jones.
Jones today, 1 for 3, hit by a pitch and singled in the 5th. Coonrod sets. Taps the front foot and fires. Swing and a miss way out in front. He was sitting fastball. No balls, 1 strike. Pavin Parks on deck. He's a big power hitter. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. The pitch. Slider just low. Coonrod, probably the most talented pitcher in the Frontier League just because of the resume, the 1-1. Swing and a miss on time, just swung under it. 1-2 in Gateway as L.J. Jones calls time. Just 1 strike away from an improbable comeback on opening night against the Otters. 4 runs in the top of the 9th for him, when the Otters had a 4-0 lead going into the top of the 8th. 5-4 now. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Coonrod strikes him out. Ball game.
And so, our game is
And the Gateway Gators win this one 5-4 after Sam Coonrod comes in and strikes out the side and shows why he was in the big leagues. 5-4 the final. We'll go over the rundown when we come back on the Papa John's post-game show here on the Otters Digital Network.
For the last 5 years, the Evansville African American Museum and the Evansville Otters have partnered together to offer tickets at no cost for the whole family for the Juneteenth Negro Leagues Baseball Tribute. All are invited to celebrate Juneteenth with us on June 19th for the annual Salute to the Negro Leagues game. Pre-game activities start at 4:30 with first pitch scheduled for 5:05. For information on these tickets, fans can stop by the Evansville African American Museum at 579 Sandra Matthews Way in Evansville or any local Evansville-Vanderburgh Public Library. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND-CASA.com.
Welcome back to historic Bosse Field with a final 5-4 in favor of the Gateway Grizzlies in Game 1 of this 2025 season. You're listening to the Papa John's post-game show Papa John's is the official sponsor of the Otters pregame and postgame shows, available every game night, 20 minutes before and 10 minutes after each Otters game on the Otters Digital Network and Home Team Network. So the Otters coming into this one 5-4 the loss. They are 0-1 now on the season. Gateway improves to 1-0. We look on the Gateway side. It all began with Braden Scott on the bump. He got through 5 pretty good innings. He went through 5 innings, gave up no runs, just 1 hit, 4 walks, and 6 strikeouts. The bullpen then came in after him for 2 innings and did some good work. We'll get to the rest later. For Evansville, they scored 2 in the 3rd and the 5th innings. In the 3rd inning, there was a 2 RBI single by David Mendham that did it all. Before that, an Alay Camo single and a Graham Brown double got them in position for Mendham to do such a thing. In the 5th inning when they scored 2, it all began with a Graham Brown single. Mendham then grounded into a fielder's choice, got on first. L.J. Jones single, putting him on first and second. And then Pavin Parks got a single and RBI and a couple of throwing errors. Eventually led L.J. Jones to score, making it 4-0. It was like that with the Otters bullpen holding it down until the top of the 8th. Alex Valdez came in. He pitched 2/3 of an inning. Valdez gave up a hit, a run, and a couple. Did not strike out, did not walk a batter. For Juan Gonzalez, he came in the 9th, trying to close it down. The Otters were 3 outs away from doing it. 4-1 was the score at the time. And then Gonzalez came up, walked Dale Thomas. Ross Friedrich then hit a 2-out, 422-foot bomb to make it 4-3. Cole Brennan then singled. Alvarez doubled to bring him home. And then Paxton Wallace with 2 outs singled up the middle to bring in the go-ahead run in Jose Alvarez. Tomorrow for the Otters, it'll be a doubleheader. The first game starting at 5:05 versus this Gateway squad. It is Superhero Night, along with Meade Johnson Boy Scout Night. Game 2 of the doubleheader will start approximately 40 minutes after the conclusion of the first ball game. So, thank you so much for listening to the Otters Digital Network. I, Riley Angel, appreciate it that you listened along here on this 2025 opening night. Again, the Otters fall to 0-1. Gateway improves to 1-0 now on the season. See you tomorrow listening right here on the Otters Digital Network or watching on the Home Team Network. Remember, the Home Team Network is the exclusive team home of every Frontier League game this year. Check out the Home Team Network to sign up today and get a front row seat to every Otters game this season. So, for everyone here in the broadcast booth, for everyone on the Home Team Network squad, I'm Riley Angel. Thank you so much for listening to the Otters Digital Network.